everybody. Bradley asked me, would you watch my live if I spin fire tonight? Well, tonight is the Discord live show panel. So, which means that starts at 7 o'clock and I'll be demonetized for your pleasure.
Oh, yeah!
All right. So, and of course Rusty's here too. Yeah, let's not forget the big old furball. He's right over here, right next to the computer here. Let me just, so you can see him there. He's just checking out the world. Big kitty. he's always here. He's just, even though he goes out and hangs outside for a while and then comes back in again. He just he doesn't stay outside all day long. No. So let's get the panel open. It's the standard link HVR, and let's see how that goes. Closed captions on. Camera or the chat on. Okay, that's good. That's two things on. I put new ears on today too, by the way, because the other ears are getting kind of long in the tooth. So I need to order some new ears because these are the last of the ears, so I gotta get some new ones. Rusty is the most important part of the show. He's been a major part of the show for over 11 years. Actually, longer than that. 14 years. 14, almost 15 years now. That's quite amazing when you think about it.
Oh, yeah!
I mean, it's I mean, he's a senior now, cat, you know, but he's still doing good. Still enjoying his cat life. Yeah, I understand that. The difference is, to my knowledge, you're not at this moment trying to host a show. It's the only time when I would say definitely easy on edibles when you're hosting a show, because it really kind of messes you up in a very big way. On the show, you are hosting if you eat some edibles.
Oh, yeah!
I just say is if you're smart, I would try not to use them when you're actually doing a live stream, because you have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, yeah!
Absolutely true. Good advice. Yeah. Yeah, so am I. So yeah, so I mean, so I got the last of New Year's on. I gotta get some more ears. I get paid on the 22nd. And that's not quite today. It's like next week. Not next week. Yeah, wait. When is the 20th? 21st. 21st, 22nd. Let's look. I am not sure. I pull up my calendar here. Let's see. The 21st is 22nd is going to be the 23rd, because the 21st is Saturday, 22nd is Sunday, and the 23rd is Monday. That's going to be a week after the dentist. Yeah. It's still okay, though. Yeah, it's not bad. And, so we'll have to see how that goes. Well, you could always order some ears in advance. Do you got any money in your checking account? I got some. Yeah. Good morning, Comedy Flu. Him and Nails. David S. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always take some money out of your savings and put it in your checking if you're really worried about running out of money. Because I know you're not exactly broke. No, I got like almost 600 in my savings. Yeah, and you're making interest too. It's an interest-bearing instrument now. Yes, and I think it gets them like 1% APY. That's it. Yeah, not much. Yeah. So, okay, let's cover quickly about the Halloween party. I know for a fact that the elven theme is pretty cool, and that's great. You can do a J.R. Tolkien elf, you can be a Blizzard elf, you can be even your own elven design. But one of the biggest problems is where's everyone going to sleep? Some of you guys are going to be traveling quite a ways to get out here. So we need to come up with sleeping accommodations. You know, I mean, if you come off in the middle of the United States, it's still going to take you a while to get here. Yeah, but Grace, I'm not really the saint in money saving either. If you think about it, well, you make an effort to try to save. You often would mean you will sit down and look at the budget and what you want to buy, and then we'll decide with me, you, and Carmen will go, wow, is this really needed, or is it kind of optional? You know, it's true. We don't just go out there and spend money because it's there. Oh. Oh. On the Jersey barriers? Really? I think I've done that with my truck a few times. Priscilla did, yeah. Right at the toll booth. I was gonna flip my truck over. Good morning, Ted Kitty. How you doing? Hello, Country Barbie. Welcome to the show. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we'll get more reviews, guys. This is where you guys come in. This is where I ask you guys nicely to share out your show because I know you know the kind of people that watch the kind of shows that they do, and you would know the best ones to reach out with word of mouth and say, hey, you know what? You like kind of quiet morning shows for people having a good time. Well, check out Michelle's show. It's really not the standard drama fare you see on YouTube, which it isn't. I mean, it gets a little bit. Just like the Touch Bar commercial, just a touch. Don't make it a main part of the show. So I mean, to me, that's a big deal. You know, I never buy what I want. I buy what I need. Yeah, I'm mostly the same way. You know, and then I might save up the money and buy, save for a big ticket item or something. You know. Yeah. I mean, because I know that YouTube loves to promote the drama channels, but the truth of the matter is the drama channels have a problem. And the problem is that it gets really, really stressful, really, really old real fast. And after a while, everybody who's in watching those channels, their cortisol levels are like way up there. And then all of a sudden, they're stressed out. And then all of a sudden their brain just goes as it crashes to the bottom with no idea where to turn or anything. We don't want to focus on that. We want to help people to have a good day, start of their day. That's what the morning show is all about.
Oh, yeah!
I mean, as far as the ears, eyebrows, oh yeah. Okay, let's talk about the costumes. Guys, this is really your call. If you're going to the Halloween party, whatever you're going to get if you decide, I mean, I'm not going to be a hardcore person say, like some of those little formal dining rooms going, hey, where's your suit and tie? No, I'm more like, oh, you didn't bring any ears. Oh, I couldn't find any. Yeah, it's okay. Have a seat. But we can tell you where we can get some ears. You can get them from Iridani Studios here in Tennessee. If you want to get the ears like the ones we have, Iridani Studios has them. What about the eyebrows? That you can get on Etsy. 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 Oh, absolutely. And they already are in the copyright scene too. But the tools that are being used already existed. Allow me to explain. Originally, YouTube, under the copyright, I put this video up on my community post so you can look at there. What they're doing is, this tool's existed for a while. I have it in my quiver too, but I don't really use it. If I'm looking at a content on my on another channel, and I see that they're using some of my music, okay, I'm going to use my music as an example. Although my music is open source, you can use it any way you want. I just ask that you share a link to the original source so they can find it. But let's say I was a record company. I don't know. I can't think of a good name for a record company, but let's just say, I don't know, Horde Records. Okay, why not? Let's come on with a record label called Horde Records, right? For the Horde! Yeah, for the Horde. Right? Come on. And let's say you're using my music and you didn't buy a license. Then I could go ahead and go, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a copyright strike on you. And I would have the legal right to do that. Even if Horde Records was nothing more than just a homemade label, it's my music. I have a license to it, and I can determine how it's shared. I'm not going to do that because I already made it clear from the very beginning. It's free to use. I just ask that you give attribution. Say where you came from with the song, name of the song, maybe a link to the song, so someone can actually download it. But for a record label, that's a big tool. So they can go and use the copyright tool and strike you. Screw the claims. Claims was just something YouTube was doing to be nice. But it still didn't mean that you still couldn't get struck by a copyright owner. Because you can be. Yeah. Honestly, you're a big enough streamer, you can get your lawyer to put police organizations in the area so notice that they may receive strange tips about, well, yeah, I understand you don't use that label much. But I never really believed in the hardcore copyright thing. I really don't. After all, here's why I say that. If you are gonna be a hard case in copyright, your song isn't gonna be shared. And if you're a small little producer, means that your music isn't gonna be heard. Okay? Even if you were a major band or record label, music comes and goes. And sometimes songs that were popular, say, 20 years ago, all of a sudden fade into obscurity and no one hears them anymore, so you're no longer selling them on CDs or vinyls or, or downloads. So, let's say, for example, I'm going to use an example that's kind of well known. Okay, Like a Virgin by Madonna. Okay, it's a well-known song. Everybody knows it, right? Well, let's say you wanted to use, let's say Madonna's song was not so well-known. I can't think of too many examples, but I'm going to use Madonna anyway. Now, back in the 80s when Like a Virgin came out, it was hot. Everybody knew it, right? Radio stations playing it all the time in the 80s. People had the records, people had the CDs. All of a sudden, in this case, let's say Madonna basically fizzled away and becomes not heard anymore. And somebody happens to find a copy of Like a Virgin and they say, okay, I want to use this in my song. All of a sudden, the record label, which is, I believe, Sire Records, goes, you can't do that. I copyright strike you. Right? Now your channel is in danger of being deleted. They're not going to make any money because the song isn't being heard anymore. So no one's going to be going looking for the cassette CDs or vinyl or even MP3s. So it's a lose-lose. You don't get any recognition for your video where the song is being used. The record company doesn't get any revenue because they decided to take your channel down instead of sharing revenue with you. So what's the benefit? None. So I'd rather do is I don't mind sharing revenue with a channel or with a company. I mean, share alike. I believe in sharing. But if you're going to go ahead and be greedy and take 100% of my revenue for your maybe 1% of the video that's using your song, that's kind of silly. But if you're willing to share revenue and say, well, okay, you made more content than us just using our song, so why don't we just agree, go 50-50? Well, that's fine. I don't mind sharing revenue. If you want to share revenue with me, I'm all for it. That's just the way I think. Oh, yeah. I understand that. They all scary on the inside, Hammer. Kinda look like a carrot top. Just remember the First Amendment right is not protected by YouTube or Google. I know that. That's because technically it's not a public forum. It's a private grouping. I'm re-streaming this morning. Okay. Well, you shouldn't necessarily have anxiety today. I mean, there's nothing really bad happening, Krista. It's just a normal Friday or Saturday morning. Oh yeah, we have good days and bad days. She does, I do, you do, almost everybody does. I'm going to work out and then go on a hike. Okay. Sounds good to me. Oh, yeah, definitely. If you're not doing right now, it's for the day. The weather's good. Why not? Okay. Well, I never had generalized anxiety like that, so I don't know how it really works. I just never got generalized anxiety. When I get anxiety, it's not because it's generalized, it's usually because it's caused by something. Yeah, I know. That's what generalized anxiety is. Yeah, it is. Rusty came in with wet fur, so I knew it was raining. Probably not. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, I mean, like I said, yeah, I can go to Aerodani and order some more ears, but like I said, for the costume for the Halloween party, I'm not going to force compliance with wearing a costume. I mean, people don't all have the resources, but I will do is I will give a link to places you can get ears, such as Aerodani Studios. I'll post their link in the chat below. As far as getting elf eyebrows, I'll leave that for you to look into. Etsy has them. I've seen them. You know. You had the crown too this morning, Chris. Oh, they come in different prices, depending on who makes your ears. You can get some cheap ones on Amazon and eBay. They come in different quality. I'll leave it to you to decide the ears you want to choose, because it depends on your budget.
Oh yeah!
And thank you for the
NASQ for $2, Alex.
daily donut. Thank you.
The daily donut.
Like I said, I'll leave that up to you to decide that. Because, I mean, yeah, you can use the glue. I use the Prozac to glue on the eyebrows. You could try eyebrow glue, but I think the Prozac would work fine. It's really up to you. Yeah. I never had the eyebrows, but I guess I could try getting some. Blonde eyebrows go with your blonde hair. Yep. No, they have them cheaper than that on Amazon. I mean, seriously, if you're going to buy ears for just a night like that, just go for the cheap ones. You don't have to go for the expensive ones. I mean, I pay about, let's see, how much do I go from Aerodani Studios? Let me look at my ears. I was excited because I kind of need to get some anyway. Let's just go to Aerodani Studios. Look at these ears together. Okay. They changed the name of the store. It's called Aerodani Studios. Aradoni. Okay. Amazon. Aerodani. Okay. Okay. Oh, they have also on eBay. Okay, let's show you a couple different brands. Alright, so let me get this on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Because you don't have to buy one kind of particular brand ear. For example, I'm just having to open up the eBay page. So, you can go to, click on this gear here. See. Chrome. Okay, here we go. These are some ears on eBay. And some of these are cute, some of these are hideous. Alright, so, and the point is that these are some of the different kind of ears that you can get, okay? Okay. They also have their own store, too. So if you want to go to the store, I would just go, this is where I usually buy them out here. I just go to Aerodani Studios. Aradani. Okay, so elf ears, smell elf ears, shop, Amazon, eBay, Aerodynamic Customs. They changed the name of the store. Okay, so let's just take a look at the Aerodynamic Customs here. Okay, now they have different style elf ears, and you can have horns too. But elf ears, you can get little elf ears, nomad elf ears. It's kind of cool. Moon elf ears, large enemy elf ears, which is the ones I use. Um, high elf ears, fawn elf ears, fawn ears, wood elf ears. That sounds like something from Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah. Hatling elf ears, legend elf ears. They come in different colors. Dusk elf ears. And for those of you who just can't resist but want the biggest, baddest, largest Twilight elf ears, and these are the most expensive ones right here. I'm gonna pull this from here. These are huge. Look at the size of these. Those are enormous, and you can get them that large. The ones I use worked fine for me all these years, and I buy a lot of these. Are these the large enemy elf ears? These are $34 each. But remember, they last over 4 months a pair, 24-hour coverage. They're usually in Michelle's ad for 24 hours a day for like 3 to 4 months. Hey, I can't say that's bad. Nah, that lasts a long time. So the point is, you can get elf ears of all kinds of different sizes, and I am gonna order another pair. Well, by the way, they come in different colors too. So if you're dark skinned, light skinned, they have colors. They'll even custom make you colors as well. They also offer the glue and adhesive package to get started. For example, on the air upgrade I mentioned, you can get Pro Spirit Gum and Remover. Well, for this application, I guess $7 extra for that. Color ears. You can have things like unpainted, light skin tone, medium skin tone, dark skin tone, very fair, olive tint, medium dark, light brown. They have skin tones to match everybody's skin tone. They paint them for you, custom. So it's not extra. It's like $5 for most standard pairing of colors. So yeah, you can get, I mean, if you're not going to be using them as much as I do, you might just want to just get a cheap pair you can just wear. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Let's go to let me go back to the page. I'll give you the link to the page so you can actually go look at Aerodynamic Customs. So you can go back there and you can look at the page, copy that page, okay? And I'm going to pin it over here because, okay, so let me pin it here. Okay, it's called Aerodynamic Customs. ARADANI Customs for elf ears. Command V. And now I'm going to copy that because I can put it also in the section here. And I'm going to pin that. So if you want to get some ears, check them out. Now, as for eyebrows, you can go to go to I'll go to Etsy because that's where you might find us better. So just go to www.etsy. Okay, and you're gonna look for Blood Elf eyebrows. BLODELF. You can't say Michelle doesn't load your data. Okay, so this is again, here they show some of the different years. Let's see. Okay, we'll just search for elf eyebrows. There's elf ears. You can make your own too if you really want to. In fact, you can do a search on Google for that. Let me search on Google here. Say, okay, blood elf eyebrows. Alright. Elf eyebrow, hit customer reviews on Amazon. You can use pencils and do an effect. God. Alright. You can make your own. Let's see, can you buy them? I'm just curious to see if you can buy some. There's a cosmetic line called Elf, by the way. So there's a cosmetic line. Yep. It sounds like a perfect thing for some people who are like to cosplay and really want to go with advanced eyebrows. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Well, thank you very much for the donation. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Thank you. Let me get over and click on that, and then thank you, Brain Dead, and some. Oh, that counts. That works. Okay, let me go pick the person on the panel here now. All right, so it's Tiger Kitty. Admit. Good morning. How you doing?
How are you?
Dinner, right?
Okay.
So
I'm having my grass cut, so it might be a bit noisy at times because they're cutting my grass at the minute.
Yeah.
So I was thinking you could make those eyebrows, Michelle.
It can make it out of some wig material, old wigs that
That
you can just, or even using the wig material and just put some in white glue on it, and then it dries, they'll kind of stick out like this, to be firm, and you just attach it with some adhesive to your existing eyebrows. That's how some people make them. It's not really it's really complicated to make.
They have to be really light.
Well, mine would have to be, but dark-haired people would have a
light. light, like not heavy to stick.
Yeah. As I said, each one can create their own, too.
Yeah. This is your idea of heaven. A collection of blood elves.
You should see all the stuff that me and ChatGPT have been working on and are designing a silver moon. That's interesting enough. The buildings, the architecture. In fact, Michelle could show you the Blood Elf food court that is in the downtown Silver Moon. Yeah, let's go back to that. The latest one. The one that I kind of like. They also have a grocery store, too. Alright.
Oh my God.
This is one of the ones. Yeah, this is the last one. I'm going to show this one here. This is their food court. They don't have a mall per se, but they have a food court. You can see there's an ABC Pizza, KFC, TCBY, ice cream, which also shares a spot with the Dunkin' Donuts. It's an old part of town that was renovated a bit to provide some other features.
So basically the costume is elf ears.
Well, you also can put clothing on too, like elf style clothing. Like, for example, if you're coming in as a mage or a priest, you might decorate with, a mage or a priest costume. It's pretty simple, really. Then we start working on a grocery store in town, and so. This is one I kind of like right here. This is the produce section of Fairbreeze IGA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And also we have. And I did say to ChatGPT that its numbering is kind of weird, but I said I like the scene, so I'll just have to figure out how to fix the numbering. That's the checkout. There's two self-checkouts.
Yeah, I see.
It's got a mix of human and blood elf cashiers, male and female, and there is two self-checkouts in the end, but they're not being used for some reason. They just didn't really win over people's decisions, just like in real life. People don't really like self-checkout.
I actually like the self-checkout.
I don't. I hate it.
I can get there, get through, and get out.
If I'm getting one item that maybe I can just scan with the barcode and just like a gallon of milk, I'm like, fine, zip. But if I like to going and talking to the cashier because I kind of like the human interaction. Even though I have hearing problems, I still like that.
Yeah.
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 Let me show you something else on the picture here. We were working on the other areas of Silver Moon, like the Wayfarer's Rest Inn. And that's where we came out with. That's the back of the Wayfarer's Rest. When the city expanded with the railway, it got so busy, they built a whole add-on. It has additional, more modern rooms and a swimming pool and lawn chair.
Very nice. Yeah, I'd stay there. That looks nice.
And it came out with a couple ideas. This is the commercial kitchen. Oops, sorry. I'll go back here. Because they cater parties,
Oh, right, yeah.
So they have a modern kitchen inside where, people cook. You can see one blood elf worker and a couple of human workers. They look almost like they're similarly out here wearing hairnet. They're meeting proper health and safety code requirements. And this is the check-in area, the reception area of the inn where you check into it. Now, you're probably saying, well, where does Michaela and Jovia sleep? Well, they're in their room right now, working on the computer. And let's see. I'm trying. Just trying to. That's what's basically outside of the front of the inn.
It's nice, but it looks like two different buildings.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way the system generates artwork, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't flow.
Yeah, the expansion is on the back of the room or back of the inn. So we're talking about radio transmitters and signals, but so it's a mix of everything. Let's see if I can show the interior of the room when the guests sit in. Not really. Go take a look at the library section where all the art is stored. Might be easier. That's true. Where is that? Up here. So in the modern section of the inn, the rooms are pretty contemporary, but here's the original lodging in the base of the inn for those people who didn't want to spend a lot. There's a male and female dorm room. Oh, not there. What did they pull that picture up for? Hey, why'd you pull up that picture for? You stupid piece of artwork. Alright, let's see if I can find that now. Just click on it, Michelle. Oh, yeah. Where's that cursor? Oh, up there. Okay. Kind of had a lot of retries, as you can see that. Okay, this room here, I just passed it. The room that is the dorm, there's a male and female room in the basement, and there's like 6 to 8 beds, and each room has a toilet, a bathroom with a shower, a couple of beds.
Like a hostel. It's like a hostel.
Right. This is like the cheapest. It's like
in the basement.
This is the lowest tier rate you can get. It's like about
riffraff in the basement.
Right. This is like just like 5 coppers a night to stay there.
Okay.
This is economy. But
at least this will stop the homeless problem on Silver Moon.
Yeah. This is the suite. This is the upstairs room. This is the one on the second floor.
Oh, that's much nicer, isn't it? If you got a few quid.
It's got a kitchenette in there. It's got a TV, radio. And that's top tier. And this is more of the basic tier room. Not as fancy. But you got a bed, a phone, a TV. This is a single bedroom.
All right.
And then this is the ballroom, dance floor. Again, it's semi-renovated, but you can see it's pretty busy with the open bar and the dance floor, and the band performing in the front.
Very nice.
I like it. That one's fun. That one's a fun shot. Yeah, I like that one too. It's kind of festive.
Yeah. Very nice.
Looks like a double tree, and the rooms do look kind of generic. Yeah, they do.
Well, all hotels look a bit generic, don't they?
Well, most hotels are, though. You know that, right?
I never understand the art they put in hotels. I think
they hardly ever change. If you ever go into any modern hotels, they're all kind of the same way. Yeah. That's true. They are. Yeah. Unless you click on your own link so you can go back to your Aerodani Studio link because you don't even have it here. Yeah, I do, but all right. I don't know. It's because I got to order some years later. Aerodani Studios. Whoop, close that one. Close that one. Close that one. Close that one. Keep that one there. Okay, so I'm going to order some years later on. So, the most hotels are pretty standard as far as the more modern sections. So what they did with the Wayfarer Rest is they kept the original building in the front. When the city grew in demand and popularity, Jovia decided to expand it a lot to make up for it because it is the main inn down by the bazaar, so everybody needs a place to stay. The basement accommodations were the original accommodations for the cheap people, and then there'll be like the owner's residence suite upstairs where she lives with Michelle, and then there'll be another room that'll be available as well, but that wouldn't have been enough to meet all the demand. So she added on the other building in the back with the swimming pool in the back.
What do you think to Grizz's idea, Michelle, in the chat?
Well, let's see what she's saying. Homeless should be given an option of becoming not homeless into mix it or place a government camp with a curfew. Wow.
I kind of like that idea, Michelle.
Well, you know what? In the case of the Silver Moon, the reason why they're not really homeless because what they are is they were the people that are serving like as mercenaries, pretty much running out doing quests and things like that.
Well, where do the homeless live?
They camp, or they can stay at the inn.
There is a homeless problem on Silver Moon, or not?
Not exactly like on Earth. No, everybody can basically earn money, buying and selling products and stuff, and then they can use that money to pay for the lodging.
Oh, okay.
Or if they can afford to save up for their own apartments, a lot of them do.
All right.
Rent is not that heavy over there.
Yeah.
One day, this is not healthy, JS. Who's JS?
This is not healthy. Just saying. Just saying, Michelle.
Okay.
Well, Wire. I don't think Michelle's hurting anyone.
No, I'm not hurting anyone. No, in fact, if anything, is I've been designing this environment because with Sims 3, you could actually make in the game the environment much easier than you can in Sims 4.
At least you're using your brain, Michelle.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, it's using brain exercises. My body may be followed, but my brain's sharp. It's killing me, Loom. Yeah, sorry about that. My Renfest life hack? What is that?
What Renfest life hack, Brad?
Yeah, they're trespassing and destroying property. Absolutely. You see, like the cottage that Stan showed, if the homeless didn't trash that and were polite and decent and kept it clean, I don't think they would have had a problem with that. Then probably Stan would say, well, this apartment's pretty good. I mean, this cottage is pretty good. I mean, clearly there have been homeless sleeping here, but they've been keeping it clean. So
it's very hard to keep stuff clean when you've got no water, no electric.
There's a river right in the damn back. They had water right there on the site. What do you mean they cared enough to keep clean? The problem was they didn't care.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I hate 4. I like 3. I like 3 a lot. I never played Sims 2, but Sims 2 is available if you want to play it in Steam. Krista says, out of the wire, Michelle's not hurting anyone, and just let her do whatever she wants. Michelle's a creative person. She likes to design things. And that's what she likes to do.
Actually, Michelle, I'm quite jealous of you. Like, you believe and know that you're going to Silver Moon.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be like all these pictures you're showing us.
I don't know if it's going to be exactly like that. That's
that's
the element of surprise.
Then someone like
it
me,
could be somewhat like it. It could be totally different. Like, who
Yeah,
knows?
but
It
it
could
doesn't
end
have
up
to
looking
be.
just like Blizzard version from Better Than Crusade. I don't know. Which would still be nice.
Right, but I'm just saying that someone like me who don't believe in anything, you have all that excitement in your life. I don't have any of that.
Yeah.
I think you die and that's it.
Well, let's put it this way. Did you ever think you were ever going to live in the house that you live in? I mean,
When I
IRL.
was younger, no, probably not. No.
But when the opportunity presented it to yourself, you probably got there with your architect and you start probably giving them a 1,000,000-page long list of things you wanted to add to your house, right?
You know how I did this house? I went online and I just typed in what I wanted and I just looked at pictures of houses until I found a picture of a house that I liked the look of. Then I went and looked at all the floor plans of those houses that I liked the look
Right.
of.
So whereas you took an existing structure and then you tweaked it to meet
Yes,
more of Tiger Kitty's approval.
yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we're ready to come up now. Hold on a minute. Let me get the...
There is no ding dong, unless she hasn't given me the.
I got to give you rent access. Okay, it's Brain Dead. How you doing?
Hi, Brandon.
Let's give it a co-host so I don't have to worry about that in the future.
Okay,
I was wondering if I could have a position of power in Silver Moon.
Ooh.
Sure, you could.
Oh, nice. How do we get there?
Talk to Michelle.
I'm not
She
sure how
has
you would get
connections.
there. I think it's when you have to cross over when you get there. I think you just
Yeah, but
ask.
Michelle, you have connections. You could put a good word in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do you
sure he
want?
could. I mean, like he can too, because he could just
What does he
say.
want to do, though, Michelle?
What he
You
could
need
do
to
is he
know.
could go talk to his spirit guide in prayer and say, "Hey, you know what? Michelle told me about Silver Moon. I hear it's going to be a really hopping place. I'd like to go with Michelle and with Carmen Miranda, Lumi, and
What
yes,
do you want to
even
do, though, Brain Dead?
a few others
how-
to go there because it looks like it's going to be fun."
I just wanna rule some stuff. I don't know. Make me a mayor of a town, maybe a police chief or something.
Well, since
We could figure it out
since
as we
you
go. I don't know.
since they do have roles like a mayor, like and other government officials, they do have a city council. They have and Fairbreeze has their own council.
What's
Ghostlands has their own.
exchange rate? What's the exchange rate from America to Silver Moon?
America to what do you call it?
Well,
So-
unfortunately, originally it was based on merit and skill set. Nowadays, it's got a lot of Americanism mixed in. But after the railroad came in, because a lot of
Michelle.
Americans moved to Silver Moon, we still have a regent which we played called the Sunstrider there, who
Michelle, how much copper do you get for $1? What's the exchange rate?
something like 20 copper to a US dollar.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's like 20 cents. A copper is 20 cents.
It's worth more than $1. Let's put it this way, because as I said, there's 20 coppers to $1.
Oh, okay.
But with the current rate of exchange right now, I would say it's probably more than that. Like $50 is equivalent to about a silver.
Oh.
Maybe I could become a real estate mogul.
Well, why don't you just get into money and the
You got a
copper,
pretty
the
good
silver,
size.
and the
There
gold?
definitely will be a lot of land available for sale because a lot of people are going to be wanting to build outside of Silver Moon as well.
I'm gonna get in early.
In the Eversung Woods, and also over in further out. The further out you go, the land will be cheaper because you're gonna be going right near the Chestful Glades as well. You're gonna be seeing a lot of people living further and further away from the city.
Yeah.
There you go. You need to snap up some land quick because the prices will go up the more people they get.
I'm gonna be like BlackRock.
And there's a lot of money also in the favelas too, because there's a lot of inexpensive housing built where people would buy the land or rent the land in some cases.
I'm thinking about maybe hiring Grizz to clear out all the trees, and then
Wow, yeah.
There
we can
always will
plant.
also be industry for farming and agriculture as well.
Yeah, you say I'll plant crops and
You could sell the wood to Moose, because Moose likes building stuff.
Yeah.
wood.
He could start up a furniture place.
Okay, yeah, Hammer is gonna contract the houses for me, and Grizz is gonna clear it out. Brad's gonna be security.
I think more than likely Brad will probably be one of the people delivering goods from place to place.
Oh yeah, Brad would be a delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Who's gonna be security?
Or maybe he might own a fleet of trucks though. Or
We need
carriages.
We need a little Rottweiler on security. Who would
Yeah.
be it? Tina?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's a good
Definitely
pick.
would be that with all the influence of the people coming in through the Silver Moon, Danbury, Connecticut Amtrak line. There's a lot of humans moving there, and which means that there's going to be a lot of money in construction and construction support trades.
I don't know that I want any elves in my neighborhood bringing the value down though.
Oh, you can't say that. You can't go there if you say that, because that's like being racist.
Yeah,
Well,
you have to be more than likely your neighbors are going to be night or blood elves. Maybe a few night elves might be living there too. Maybe a couple other races. But basically, the way it is it's a community of people that choose to live there because it gives them a place as a second start.
yeah, we all need one of those.
Yeah, we all need one of those. Absolutely.
Maybe.
Yeah, you
Maybe
could be a
the dark
contractor,
elves
building
can-
contractors. There's money to be made. I didn't really fully get into that, but there is construction trades, there's manufacturing trades as well.
I don't wanna have to work. I just want to tell everyone what to do.
Wow, maybe you could work in one of the areas that maybe involves in like research, where you don't have to do a lot of heavy lifting and stuff like that, like in research into magic and history, librarian.
I could get Brian K to help me do some experiments.
Yes. You sure could.
And since you play a priest, you might even want to consider working on one of the different priestal options there.
I don't know if that fits.
Well, I mean, like, you can still train people to be shadow priests, if that's what you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And if you want to be one of the many churches that came into Silver Moon, including the Holy Catholic Church, that'd be also an option.
Oh, yeah, wait. Tina's got to be the pastor, remember?
I gotta fix this page. I lost
Whatever
the
you
side
think.
chat again.
Is a female pastor still a pastor? Or is it pastress?
But you also have the Church of the Light, which has their own, which is kind of like their Episcopalian church from Stormwind, that kind of exists too. So there, you got the Church of the Light that also is got a branch in Silver Moon, or from Silver Moon and.
Gigi would know. She knows all about religion.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. Oh well, is it? Ask your question again, Brandon.
I never really totally
Is
understood.
it female?
I never totally understood the concept what the Church of the Light is about. Although, from what I've heard about it, it sounds like it's kind of generic.
It's a female priest to priest.
They have priestess, yeah.
You call them priestess.
Priestess. Of course, they have male priests too. So let me get the chat back on the screen, guys. Sorry about that.
What about a trans priest?
There's no reason why they couldn't.
But what do you call them?
Whatever they choose to be called, I guess. I mean,
it'll be a bugger if you get one that says it's not a he and not a she. One of the middle ones.
Yeah.
I suppose there might be some of them calling themselves it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the point is that it's It's a new community, basically. It already exists on the other side. It just happens to be that our variation kind of expands on that because Mother God told me anything you can dream of already exists. So theoretically, that's the reason I've been doing all this work. Is because technically I'm
Sherry!
creating the reality.
Sorry.
And
Sherry
If
Jackson,
everything,
the angel, Sherry Jackson.
hey, Sherry Jackson, good morning to you. Good morning.
Grizz knows how to work his wood. And Grizz is a carpenter, not a tree cutter downer.
well, he can do both. It's all right.
Let's see, I don't even see her in the side chat.
That's a compliment, Grizz. He's saying you look like you're up
Oh,
for
sure she is. How you
hard work.
doing?
Yeah.
And it's then we covered on the different things about the trip and how to get there, and it's really, really exciting story. I really think it's really good.
Am I allowed to start a church of brain dead?
I wouldn't know about that. Maybe not so much in the Holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, but I think in the Church of the Light they might be a little more open to that one, which is the other major faith system. It was originally created by the Alliance. There might be more of that, and also the Night Elves in their concept from Arthurian Storm Rage of the Emerald Dream might allow that as well. As well as the Blood Elves themselves have their own Church of the Sun, which could be very interestingly more open-minded.
Yeah.
You know.
Sherry, do you want to have the link and come up and say hello?
I can send her the link.
I know you can, so could I. But
Does she
I don't
want?
think she
Does she
wants
want to
to.
have it? So let me know. I'll just send it to you. It's no big deal. I can even give you the phone link if you really want to call instead of being on the panel. Because I know some people have had a hard time with the phone or being on panel. So why don't I just go ahead and copy the full option for Sherry Jackson since I have it. So let me just go ahead and copy this for Sherry Jackson. All right, hold on a minute. So let's go to, here we go, Sherry Jackson, Sherry. Yeah. Okay, how to join the panel?
Michelle, she has company today, so she can't.
What's that?
She has company today, so she can't join.
All right. Well, either way, this link is usable for any day, unless we change it. You know,
Yeah,
we don't
keep
usually we don't change HVR that much. All right, so I send it to you. LinkedIn said you appeared in 8 searches. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you can come usually tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's the regular. My show. Yeah, you can open the panel for her. Yeah, I can open the panel for her. HVR is the same.
Yeah, night show tonight.
Sherry Jackson said, Tiger Kitty, I need to email you.
Okay, Sherry, now you've told me, I will keep a lookout. I don't actually check my email very often, but if you tell me, I will keep a lookout.
Yeah. And of course, you know, Sherry's not on Discord. Oh, she is on Discord. You still on Discord, Sherry, or did you leave the Discord? Because I usually just reach out to you by email most of the time. That's a good question. So how do you think we did last night, Brain Dead, on Total Wow last night?
Oh, we did all right, you know.
I think we did okay. We're kind of like chilling, laying back more, but I think we still got some things done. Trying to find out. Everybody was kind of only on different quests, and so we were just trying to kind of get things together.
Did you level up?
Did I let a what?
Level up.
Yeah, I almost did. I'm almost on 23.
Ooh.
But
They kept trying to leave me behind. I don't know why.
Oh.
Who?
Every time, you guys, you were like, "Give her
Jantic,
this
Fairy,
bread."
and me?
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to leave you behind, but I certainly was following Gaming Fairy.
Jantics kept killing me. I don't know why.
I don't know. Would the Democrats be mostly peaceful today, or will they be right in support of illegals? Which means
Wonder.
Democrats support leaving breaking the law. I don't know, but you're right. I think they do enjoy breaking the law.
I think Gigi's
Hello,
out burning a
Genetics.
Tesla
Welcome
right
to the
now.
show this morning.
Gigi's out testing a Tesla.
She's burning one.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna. Tonight is the great Discord panel, and please do not be afraid to join us. I've already posted the link earlier in the Discord so others can share it out, but in case you don't have the link, I will post the link again. But we all know what's going to happen, right? Somebody's going
Yes,
to go, I got the
you'll
bot
be
blocked, so
booted
they
if
won't
you
ever see
come up
it.
with abuse.
Well, anyway, here it is. Okay, I'll just copy it over so you guys can see it from me. There you go. I'm not exactly sure what that would mean,
try to
but
get some more people around here. I think.
Yeah.
okay, copy it and I'll just post it here myself. Okay.
Probably have to pull out some weeds afterwards if I succeed, but you know.
Alright, I just pop it out. So the link that's pinned is the link to Iridani Customs where you can get the ears, the ones I use, and other style ears. So you guys might want to consider that if you want something a little more durable with multiple color options. But if you just want basically just for wing it, you can just get the cheap ones like on Amazon or eBay. You know, it's up to you. Like I said earlier.
I think you should do a whole stream just showing eBay elf girls.
I don't want to see that.
I don't know if that'd be a whole stream, but
yeah, like at least 2.5 hours.
Man, not that long. Probably be more like 25 minutes. There's a lot of the ears are very similar design.
I don't care about the ears.
Oh, what do you care about?
The elf girls.
Elf girls. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know too many other elf girls, but MMD World War III has started. Are you prepared? No, I don't drink wine that much anymore. I gave up on the wine some time ago.
She got terribly drunk.
And that was the last time I drank on Lumi's birthday. I said no more at that point.
Lumi went berserk.
I was gonna say maybe Lumi should just stop
Lumi
drinking.
didn't go berserk. I didn't go berserk at all. But the point was, that Michelle was like embarrassed that I had to take over.
Well, you did start shouting, Lumi.
Why do I miss everything?
Why do I miss
it? It was
everything?
only me and Red there, I think.
Well, the link is the actual replay. And my part of the show is on my channel, and you can watch the video there.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
I will. I'm about to find it right now. You should just play it. Play it on the stream.
Which is a bit
You
embarrassing.
can't because the copyright there's music on that. Yeah. It's also over an hour and a half long, so.
Michelle, I think we need to get rid of all these people that are hating on these crowns.
I think there's a way you can not have them, isn't there? I don't know how though.
There might be a way to turn them off, but I don't see any reason to, because in one sense it kind of gives.
Oh, I thought a person individually can turn them off. Can they not?
I guess they can. I don't know how that works, but it's still kind of a nice feature.
I actually designed that system, and that's why I'm number one all the time.
All right,
It is a fix.
it's an.
I work for YouTube, if you didn't know that.
Oh, it's just like Botrix also has its own system. You've probably seen that on Kick, or there are levels on there. The difference is I don't usually reset the levels every show. So they're always updating from when they started out. Seasons, how did your move go? Yes, hammer nails, he. And of course, Sherry Jackson Krista says hi to you. So I got a limited no ads on yesterday morning show, and I did appeal it because I know we didn't talk about anything really nasty, and I do wonder why it got limited no ads, and I still don't understand who's been flagging the streams.
Oh, you don't?
Well, there was the argument, wasn't there? Was there anything?
Not really. Not really much of an argument at all. Definitely not anything that would give you limited no ads.
I missed another argument. I swear to God, I turned it off for 2 minutes and I missed everything.
You didn't see Galaxy and Gidgey?
Yeah, Galaxy was upset. Gidgey was upset.
Where is Galaxy?
Where is Gidgey?
Bianca said she's scared. I guess she's scared of her move. So Bianca's moving? That's interesting. Maybe, Bianca, you can give Krista some suggestions, because Krista does have a place to go for now. Maybe the two of you girls can kind of help each other out.
What'd you eat for breakfast, Michelle?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Apparently said people in my house are acting like freaks for whatever reason. I hate dealing with others' mental illnesses. Oh, I understand that.
Don't get involved, Brad. Keep yourself to yourself.
So stay in the van, bro.
Sarah Jackson says, love you, Seasons, and wishing you the best that life has to offer.
Yeah, if you move, good luck, Seasons.
I missed the whole argument because I was working, which is okay. You know, wasn't that exciting. As I said last night, is Gidgey kind of apologized because what she said that she realized wasn't really quite correct at all.
Well, my opinion on it is it started off as an argument on getting Red back, and it ended up about you and your health, mental health, and how you are doing so great for being so disabled and all this. That had nothing to do with the...
I don't know. Who are you talking about, Sherry Jackson?
I don't understand it.
Because she asks, can I ask if it's true that you and Poon are a couple? I don't know if she's talking to me or somebody else.
She's talking to Bianca.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know anything about Poon at all.
Yeah, that's...
Michelle, have you ever downloaded Tinder?
No, I'm not interested in Tinder.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking for love.
Kind of already got it.
Well, there you go. We don't need it.
She's married.
I'm married to Lummy.
What am I thinking?
Why would she necessarily need a third person?
That's true. That's true. I guess I'm a home wrecker at heart. My bad.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I could certainly. Me and Lummy have talked about getting a third party involved in a relationship, but we're very cautious because of the experience we had with Ed and Dory.
What about Carmen? Where's Carmen fit in?
Carmen is a spiritual advocate. She technically is just our support person, but she does like me though. Yeah, she likes Michelle a lot.
You're skipping over a lot.
That kind of created some issues for a while.
You've already had sexual experiences with Carmen.
But we talked to her about it. She kind of agreed to back off because she doesn't want to.
Was butting in with Loomies.
Yeah, you don't need Lumi and Carmen fighting. That wouldn't help anybody.
Yeah.
Maybe you should evict Carmen. Get her out.
This says to Brad, just stay to yourself and don't get involved in the mix of their mental illness, and mental illness is not funny as I have it, and it can be hard to deal with. I agree.
Morning, Tiff.
Good morning, Tiff. How are you doing today? So, Kristen, by the way, for those of you, as Tiff knows this, we have got a few people, as you know, in the Libra group. Love to see you guys try to expand and do more stuff in the Libra group for Libras.
Oh, maybe
just as I'd like to see the other zodiac signs also kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to get with Gem. We're going to put something in the Gem section.
Putting something in there for Gemini. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely should get together on that.
And even Leo, which includes NASQ, really should try to do something in Leo.
Michelle, did you see my poll? It was in the voice chat side about whether Virgos or Libras were better, and we definitely won.
Oh, yeah, I know we won. I saw that.
By a landslide. So, just beware Libras, all right?
I mean, the thing about Virgo that makes us a little bit better is we're pretty organized and we're pretty, like very humanitarian based.
Yeah.
We're not perfect, though, but we try. It's just something that we are trying. It's just part of our nature to be hopeful and supportive of the community. Aquarius also is very much humanitarian based, but in a different level. I mean, it's just the nature because they're an air sign, but they're still believe in humanitarian needs, but they think a little bit at a different level than we do.
Air is for the birds, and that's how you know that we're better.
Do Libras do much of anything? No, actually, I'm not sure because it seems like every time I see Libras on the internet, it seems like they're always kind of following along with Gemini, or sometimes they'll try to emulate like another zodiac sign, but they're known as being what they call the scales, the balance. So it's kind of like they're kind of an introvert and extrovert at the same time. So like when the suggestion comes around, Libra will try it quietly, especially if Cancer gives an idea. Libra or Leo, then they'll do it quietly on their own.
You think there'll ever be a war of astrology signs? Like a race of astrology?
I don't know. It could be an interesting story to ask, to create that as a story in ChatGPT if anyone wants to try it.
I wonder,
War of the Zodiac, right?
I hope somebody else fights the Scorpios, but other than that, I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm a third level decant. Also, yeah.
Third level decant.
I believe that Brad is a Cancer. He's still a very good person. Cancers really care about people, but sometimes they tend to run themselves in the ground because Craig Sr. has the same problem.
Say Brad's terrible? That's not very nice.
That's the last 10 days or last 10 days of the Virgo zodiac sign. So that's what it means. You got 3 decants. You got the first 10 days, the second 10 days, and the third 10 days, and they tend to be subdivided the sign into little subdivisions.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I'm right at the end, so I guess I'm a cunt too.
Yeah, you're a decant as well.
So you're in the third decant as well.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
Whoa! Wait. You talking about
What?
Slingshot Warrior? You still got road gravel on his knee?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
in the
Carl.
heck isn't he? Even if he did it on his own, Mr. Survivor. I mean, he would know that as part of first aid, you have to clean the area. Jeez.
Right. He can't ride that e-bike, Michelle. He's not safe.
The bike is totaled, from what I understand.
What if we get a crash cage and put it around his e-bike,
I don't know.
like an apocalypse car?
Yes, I know you're a Cancer too, Sherry. I know that. That's why I like you so much. You're cool. That's why I like Brad, because he's cool. Just like Craig Sr., he's cool too. I get along with a lot of Cancers. Yeah, that's the one way to get a one-way ticket to Silver Moon, all right? That's not a good idea.
I'm trying to go maybe this week. Let's see what happens. I gotta get in on the ground floor. Get these houses built.
Where's this time you're talking about?
Silver Moon.
Okay.
You don't want to go there yet
Silver
until
Moon,
you're
yeah.
ready. Yeah. It's a second chance, so you might as well enjoy this life before
So
you
just
get...
mess this one all the way off.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Save money for Silver Moon.
Well, no, because you can't use your money there. It's copper, silver, and gold.
Yeah, but we get 20 copper for $1.
Yeah, but they don't. Do they actually exchange it on Silver Moon? You can't take physical items with you, I don't think. Can you, Michelle?
My inventory is going to be empty.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think you can take physical items with you. Just like you can't take physical items with you when you go to the other side where you then check in first with your caseworkers.
I think the Egyptians would disagree with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know the Egyptians would, but I guess it could be. I never really thought about it. But let's look at the reality. What here on Earth would you physically really want to take with you? I mean,
A couple guns, my dog.
Oh yeah, I can see your
Your dog
pets.
can go. When your dog passes, it can go.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that has a soul.
Your dog is a living entity, so when he passes on, he'll be with you.
You
Because
have like 6 dogs.
he has a soul. He has a soul, and he'll be meeting with you up there with any other pets you had in the prior lives. On the other side.
Right. Oh my
God, I
God,
could just
you
see
want
how
me
many
to
cats are
sat
going to
up
be.
there?
I could just visualize from this life alone how many cats am I going to have trying to meet me at the pearly gates when I get there. I mean, my goodness, I had so many cats in this life alone, and a horse in the past life, and a horse in the past life.
You're gonna be a crazy cat lady.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, but right now, like I said, all of our prior pets from our prior lives and our last life will be there waiting for us.
Oh no! All my goldfish that I won at the fair and died. There's gonna be loads of them all sitting there waiting for
Well,
me.
they'll probably be in the pool of water. They'll probably be in the fountain. For obvious reasons.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're going to be standing up on their flippers and going, "Hey, Tiger Kitty, how you doing? I gotta go get some
Remember
water. I
me?
need to get back my gills are dry."
It's Cagney and Lacey, your fish from the fair.
It's been this summer so far this year has been so. Although yesterday wasn't too bad.
Is it raining for you, Michelle?
And it's raining right now, I think. Let me pull this up on the calendar. Right now it's dry.
Okay.
As far as the roof of Lotus is showing, it used to be known as Morsel Monk. It's still dry in the roof, so it's not raining right now. But it was raining earlier. I don't know about that out of the wire. Every creation by God has a soul.
Really?
That doesn't apply to insects, I don't think, because the insects were not created by God. They were from the prior creations of this planet. Basically, the Earth was recreated by God.
By fish. Wow, what about all the fish people eat?
They were in the ocean, and God created the fish.
But that's tricky, because fish also get eaten. There'd be just so many fish.
Do you think all the fish will be in Silver Moon?
Oh, you're gonna have plenty of sportsmen, fishermen in Silver Moon. You're gonna have salt and freshwater fishing because you got the North Sea, which is gonna be lots of salt water. I mean, most blood elves are not really into the seafaring, but they do have recreational yachting and stuff like that also.
I'm so pleased, Mojo. They stopped handing out the fish in the plastic little bags at the fair. That's really good, because it was cruel.
If I eat a fish right before I die, will he respawn?
I think the one that was more cruel for fish was when you would be trying to throw coins into a fish bowl with the fish in them. That was in the carnival. That was a game for a while. The result was it was actually killing the fish, couldn't the shock. And then they started throwing in ping pongs instead, which still kind of was problematic. So instead, they just left it simple. Was they would have bowls where you could throw in ping pongs, but then they would the vendor would give you a fish in the bag to take home if you choose to.
Yeah, it always died before you got home.
And then there's this horrible thing. I don't think you guys do it anymore.
It would be possibility. Yeah, right. It would be possibility. Given the fact
Americans, Michelle, didn't you used to get little chicks for Easter and things?
I never got chicks, but I suppose that could have been things, especially back in the time where agriculture was a big deal in the United States. Yeah.
Just a chicken in a bag.
Probably more like maybe a little chick in a box, you know.
Maybe.
I'm sure I watched something where it was like Easter and people giving out little chickens to kids.
Well, that Sherry Jackson is something that you or whoever is working with him needs to teach him the rules of the road.
Well, you can't ride an
e-bike. And that would be a terrible teacher. Do not actually teach him, because I'll tell you, if you see me drive my truck, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially when I'm driving a right-hand vehicle in the UK.
He said he can't afford. He can afford the doctors. He gets benefits.
I don't think doctors will operate on a wolf, though.
Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-something.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. He definitely needs to learn. He has to. Someone sees and said he has a current hospital bill and can't afford it. Well, you know what? He can contact the hospital and talk to them about it. And usually they will work out a payment system for him. If he's on Medicare, Medicaid, he can get assistance for that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. because I can tell you from personal experience, it's a real pain in the rump. Thank you very much. And
Michelle,
that
he
pain
said
in
he's
the
a wolf
rump, I'm
now.
going to be dealing with
You should go to the
myself.
vet instead.
Never mind that. What did he crash into? That's going to be. Is he insured?
He ran into a minivan. And
Well,
He didn't report it, so I don't think insurance will matter. Even
so
if
he
he is.
just got up and
it's on
walked
an
away.
e-bike, so he doesn't have insurance on his bicycle. Well,
So
some states do have that.
Some poor bugger with a minivan. That means they've probably got kids. Some poor bugger's just got up and gone to their minivan, and it's all crunched up.
Well, he said the guy hit him on the highway, so
What? And didn't stop?
no, he stopped, but he told him to go ahead because he said he's a man and he'll take it.
Yeah, I know that, Bradley. I agree with you.
Was it? I am assuming it was Slingshot Warrior's fault, but was
Maybe
it
he's
not
afraid because he didn't have insurance. You know, I don't know what the state where he lives, what the state requires for insurance on bicycles. I know some states you have to have insurance.
I think maybe if you're on the highway on a bike, it's automatically your fault, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, is he not? It's not supposed to be on an e-bike, is he? On that?
Right, that's another possibility. Is he at fault? Yeah, could be. I mean, that's a possibility. And depending on the state, e-bikes may require registration and licensing.
Brad brings up a point. How do you crash a bike into a tree? It's a very good question.
I thought it was a minivan he hit. Was it a tree or a minivan?
It was a minivan.
The only thing that would make any sense if it was a tree was that he tried to swerve out of the way of the minivan and he hit the tree instead.
Oh, I can see him hitting anything. He probably just sat there daydreaming on his bike. Forgot he was on his bike. Poof.
Yeah, he might have just fell down. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, you're right. So I got a feeling on the wire maybe the minivan slowed down enough. But he freaked out and then he may have swerved out of the way and hit a tree or some other obstacle. You know.
Those damn trees got to stop moving around.
Is it because he travels he thinks he can travel anyway now? I don't think he's going to be traveling anymore for a while. Because you said that arm of his in the slingshot competition was pretty much on his last slingshot. So, if he doesn't get proper medical care, he ain't going to be physically be walking anywhere. It says, I love my sports bug Vroom Vroom. I only got rid of it because it made that thing way too hot. LOL sold to some pug boy who laid it down.
Yeah.
There you go, Bradley. That's why he's trying to evade everybody. I don't know, Mojo. I see. I didn't actually talk to him. I just found it out third hand. I don't know the full story.
I mean, Mojo.
Sorry, go.
I think he rode the bike home and ate chicken, so he might be all right.
Oh, and he's going to handle it like a man, so don't worry.
Yeah.
So he was able to get the bike to ride home. That's good. So it wasn't totaled, but...
Yeah, it wasn't that bad if he was able to ride that bike home.
Right.
He's grazed his knee. That's probably what's happened.
That's probably what happened. It's still gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hammer, I missed that. I heard there was talk of slaves, though.
Yeah.
He had Tina on the mind yesterday.
I certainly would be. If that was me, I would have been more than upset with myself. You know, I mean, I would be definitely steamed up for sure. You know, but then
What's
again, I
getting
would
you,
ask
boy?
myself is, okay, what exactly happened and who's at fault here? Did I not see the car coming? Did the car see me coming? Did the car slow down? Yes, they slowed down. So they saw me. So did I, for some reason, panic without realizing that they were slowing down, giving me time to properly get out of harm's way? Instead, I panicked. I basically lost control and then basically smashed into a tree or whatever. So, of course, then the end result is still the same. When I see my leg is all messed up and going, should I call 911? Should I just try to treat as best I can at home and then arrange to go see my regular doctor the next day? See what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think I would have done it quite the same way. But would I be upset? Yes.
Maybe he needs to wear elbow pads, knee pads.
Oh, it wouldn't
Yeah,
hurt
and
to
that-
have those. To have knee pads, protection from the ground. Yeah, he should have those anyway, and a helmet. Did he have a bicycle helmet? Because if he didn't, then he's in violation of the law.
I don't think so. He did confirm that he does not wear knee pads, though.
Oh. Okay, so he does not wear knee pads, but does he have a bicycle helmet?
Probably not.
Probably not. Which means he's at fault, and he could be fined for violation of bike safety policies.
That's probably why he ran from the scene, and the police are looking for him.
Oh. Could be. Still, very bad decision.
Anyone hiding Slingshot Warrior could also be charged for hiding a felon. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, he already has a place. The problem is that he was hoping to escape the scene of the injury, but and then he goes out there and tells all about it on his YouTube channel. So
And apparently, Michelle, he was drinking as well. He'd been drinking alcohol.
Yeah, I know he was drinking alcohol. Just Sherry told me.
Just terrorizing the streets on that e-bike.
Yeah. Well, how do we know the
That's
minivan
why
didn't
he
call for
didn't-
the minivan report? They probably had to call for it for their own insurance claim.
Well, that's why he probably didn't want to report it if he'd been drinking, and he didn't want to go to the hospital or anything. He just wanted to get home.
Absolutely, Mojo. And I'm glad I wore mine when I accidentally almost ran it when I lost control and was smashed into the window of ABC Pizza with my trike. Fortunately enough, I just fell over and the helmet in my head hit the ground instead of through the window. But still, I'm glad I had my bike helmet. My brain pan still in one piece. Yeah. Oh, he was sober first. Right, that's what I thought. But still, not exactly a good combination either way.
He was streaming from a bar before he got in that accident.
Was he?
He was?
Silly.
So
silly,
he has a DUI under his name. Driving while under the influence of alcohol.
Let's not say that, Michelle. Let's just say it sounds very silly.
Well, he was driving and it was under the influence, so That's not silly. That's just reality.
Yeah, but he ran away, so he's not going to get charged.
Yeah. But somebody obviously is going to remember because he was sitting there talking about it on the streams. Yeah, I know they don't, but it's just common sense. You should be wearing your helmet, protect your brain.
I think it should be a law that everybody here should have to wear a helmet at all times.
I think that's a great idea.
There's supposed to be one for motorcycles too in Connecticut, but I think some don't. Well, when you find that I remember what the United Negro College Fund says, a mine is a terrible thing to waste, especially at 55 miles per hour spread all over the highway.
Oh, wow.
Can we have custom helmets made with a little spinner on top for everybody?
They probably do. I don't think it's helmets, as long as it meets certain safety requirements. But the thing is that, safety equipment for bicycles and motorcycles is not meant to be a luxury. It's common sense. You're going at high speed. The human body is not going to tolerate smashing into a roadway at 55 miles an hour, for example, on a motorcycle.
Maybe Slingshot Warrior is just a adrenaline junkie, and he just wants to take the chance.
Well, then one day he's going to find out when he gets a busted flush, right?
Yeah. We should take him skydiving.
Knowing him, he'll probably decide to go without the parachute. I can float down! Not at 980 meters per second squared, you're not.
Yeah.
Once you hit terminal velocity, it's terminal, buddy.
Yep. Death
So
by
anyways,
skydiving.
gay black man, he said, is going to sue Slingshot, and Justin said, really? And the guy said he would settle out of court. Right, I understand that, Mojo. Chris, it was more like Danny play that he thought it was a chick, huh?
Yeah, some of
either
these
way,
trains are
guys,
getting
I'm going to
tricky
tell you straight out. Please, at any kind of vehicle, especially one that's an open vehicle like a motorcycle or bicycle, please do have proper safety equipment. Okay? Even the skateboards, wear your helmet and wear your shin pads. There's no reason why you should be leaving parts of yourself all over the highway. Okay? It's just common sense.
Next time I get my skateboard out, I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
Because there's also people got a lot of skateboard injuries too, Tiger Kitty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I want to see people have a happy time. Be happy and healthy. Oh, exactly like the Beef from Hunter says, right?
Happy, be healthy, relax. Don't take life too seriously.
Can we get a really loud siren that just plays anytime the e-bike is moving, so everyone knows? Everyone knows he's coming.
Yeah. We got Andrew getting pimped by
a big.
I'm not going to repeat all that.
Yeah.
So.
I'll do it for you, Michelle.
Yeah. Bradley, did you notice the voice changer and face change when the wolf came out? Says Sherry Jackson. Where she used special effects. I didn't see a stream, but it sounds kind of
It was pretty dark,
suspicious.
Michelle. Should have been there.
Yeah, I'm sure I could probably find it on his channel, but didn't delete it.
I'm still trying to confirm whether or not he has a full furry costume, but he wouldn't answer me.
Maybe he does.
I mean, it's highly likely. I don't know.
Oh, it's rabies. Probably. So he's got a pretty sophisticated streaming setup, it sounds like.
Pretty what? What'd you say?
I said I think he must have a pretty sophisticated streaming setup if he's able to put on a wolf outfit and then change his voice in a single shot. I don't even do that. I mean, I could do that with OBS, but I never did.
You also have a wolf outfit, Michelle?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
It sounded last night from when we were playing the game that Gitchy was on her stream last night.
No, that was me playing music.
Oh, really? Well, there was so many actually. I was playing someone that sounded like Gitchy, and she was doing her show, and she was loud like normal.
Yeah, it was me. Fairy was yelling at me about it.
I was asking her, what the heck is she talking about?
We discovered because of that Gidgey sounds like Eminem. I don't know if you knew that.
Does she?
Yeah, I was playing Eminem, and they kept saying, "What is Gidgey talking about?"
Yeah.
I miss Gidgey. Where is Gidgey?
I don't know where Gidgey is now, but I'm
gonna
sure
go
she was
tag
probably
her.
streaming last night.
Go tag her ass. Get her up. She's
I am.
probably, she could be working now.
Carmen, Michelle was like, when Carmen comes through you. Oh, okay. Except I don't think I do anything really bad. No, you don't. No. So this is kind of interesting now. David said I used to go down head first on my flexible flyer, sled on ice-covered hills. There was our own version of the Olympics called Deadman. Sounds more like skeleton. Yeah. Still a good way to end up a skeleton if you're not careful.
How comes, Michelle, when I look at old pictures of places, there's like these people ice skating on ponds and rivers and things, and like there's none of that now. Why?
No.
Why?
Not as
Why?
much anymore.
Why
no.
aren't we all making our own skates and skating on these? Where are they?
You only know they all sitting in the house playing video games. That's where they all are now.
Or is it not cold enough anymore?
I think, with the news, one kid falls into a lake and then nobody wants to do it anymore.
Yeah. In fact, I haven't gone swimming in a lake in years.
I wonder if, like, things aren't freezing quite so much.
Global warming, maybe?
This winter, I'm sure we had some pretty good frozen ponds in parts of the United States, but the thing was, it's just not the thing anymore. All the normal rock, all winter scenes, rest in peace, Yeah. Today would be everybody sitting in their house playing with their PlayStations and Xbox, or PlayStation 5s and their Xboxes, and living vicariously with a remote.
Michelle, and get a carriage to pick us up, and then we go ice skating on the pond.
Oh yeah, I would love to. I'd love to go back in history.
Like 200 years.
Okay, someone's come on. It's Bradley. Okay, can you let him on? I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Good morning, Bradley. How you doing?
What's up, B-Rad?
Hi, Rocky.
Hey guys.
Are you finally going to do the backflip into the pool? Is all I want to
Oh,
know.
come on,
I
Michelle. I know. I see that.
Look,
Okay, we'll fix
I
that.
got my
Oh,
giant weed Dorita glass.
nice.
I hope it doesn't taste weird.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest. How do you drink weed?
You just drink it.
Just blend it up in there and drink it?
Well, I get the good ice from Wawa. I'm not trying to go out today because they're fucking protesting on 301, like assholes. So I'm like, really, I wanted to go to the fucking dispensary, but like,
What's it taste like, Brad?
it tastes like weed.
Yes, I know.
Sweet.
Yes,
You know how your
Michelle's
crumble
face and
tastes
her
like
voice
crap?
changes accordingly. Yes, that's because I'm given control to speak through
Yeah,
their
you tell 'em,
capability to do that. Yeah, so yes, Michelle's face would change, her whole personality changes. But she's still here listening. I'm still here listening, and it happens with Lumi too. Yeah, it
I think that's
does. I change Michelle. The face changes when I talk too. Yeah. And I also would
so
like to
high, I
see
forgot what I
Carmen
was
be
gonna
part
say.
of the Halloween party too. That'd be fun.
I can't remember what I was going to say now because I'm too baked.
You're going to eat that popsicle that's in the pool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was going to go to the dispensary, but I'm like too baked, and I'm not trying to deal with fucking purple-haired Karen protesters.
That's one of the things
Yeah, I'll
that Sherry
lose my
Jackson.
mind.
I'd love to have you come up on the panel someday soon, because maybe you could help answer some of the questions people may have about me. Because
Okay,
you're
I'm
not
looking.
ChatGPT, so you have a viewpoint
I'll look later.
that it would be great if we could get you to come on up and talk about what you know about me.
That's what I'm asking. The smaller ones is what I need.
Who's coming up?
No, she can't come up today because Sherry Jackson's busy. But
Oh.
I said to Sherry Jackson when she feels she has some free time, come on up on the piano and talk about what she knows about me and the things I do, and get some Kleenex. My nose is running. Must be allergy season coming in. Oh yes.
I get like spider webs covered in spider webs covered in pollen that like touch the tip of my nose and make me itch and sneeze really bad. It's the afternoon blow.
I'm using this channel to listen to Lyra's new album that I just dropped yesterday. She wanted it done entirely in a ethereal cinematic dream pop style it's just pretty mellow.
Is Lyra the one that lost its mind? Because I still want to hear that music. I want to hear deranged AI music pretty bad.
Hey Bradley, do you want me to try to play your song so people can hear what it sounds like?
Yeah, if you want to play it.
It's
What are you talking about?
pretty
You don't know me
simple.
well enough,
I
Michelle.
didn't see when I created it. We didn't
I've been
know.
coming
I
around for
didn't
most
have a
of the year.
lot
You
of
talk about you don't know
backstory
me.
on Bradley, so when we created it, it was very straightforward, simple.
Get out of your flies.
Michelle's like
Let
T.I.
me just get to it and I'll play it so you can send it. I didn't make it public. It's only on Bradley. It has it, so I gotta go to his channel or his text message to get it. All right, I'm still loading into Discord. Okay, let's see. Brad,
That
it
smells
is.
like a paper towel.
Well, I don't really have much of a control of the volume, but let's just play it anyway.
The holy chalice.
All right, here we go.
All right. Boy, barely hear it, show. Y'all need to tell me if it's good. Yeah, let your hair down. Let your hair down.
Oh, can we not hear it on here?
I can barely hear it. And I'm outside and somebody's running a frickin' leaf blower.
Alright, let me mute and go to YouTube.
I like all the outlaws in my neighborhood. They outlawed using electric leaf blowers. They were like talking about like getting rid of other or gas powered. They're talking about getting rid of other gas powered shit too, like making it outlawed. And I'm like, good. I'll keep using gas powered. Suck it. The only thing I really want that's electric is a chainsaw. I want the M18 Milwaukee chainsaw. I saw one on sale for like $180. Perfect to cut up these rounds for my throwing knives and tomahawk.
Yeah.
Look how long my hair is today. I look like animal.
We actually might have the same length hair. I didn't know it was that long.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm never ever cutting it again. Never ever cutting it. I should have let it grow. Dude, if I would have let it grow the last decade, it'd probably be like down to my feet.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't.
Last time I let somebody cut the dead ends off, they cut like 7 inches.
Oh my god, I would have flipped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's F-boy.
I was like, what the fuck?
Somebody would have got punched, dude.
Oh, sure, but the only thing is I don't have a lot of information to actually use for the song.
Michelle doesn't know me well enough. My shirt matches the popsicle on the pool.
Yeah.
Was it a good song?
I love your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Matches my red, white, blue
Has
glasses.
your full house got showers in it?
We're in the midst of like, it's kind of being used for storage right now, but eventually we're gonna get like, I mean, we have a small kitchenette.
30 seconds
and,
left.
like, kitchen counter and all that. But we're gonna get real electric out here, like actual like panel. I'm sorry, I'm lying.
Make a bar. Oh no.
Yeah. We'll have a little, we'll have everyone else in this house right now. So, I mean, it's up to them. They know.
Yeah, this is something different, Bradley. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle made a song for me, baby. What up?
Yeah, I know. I just played it. Sadly enough, you didn't hear it because unfortunately, Chrome doesn't share the audio tracks on another Chrome
Yeah,
window.
we couldn't hear it all.
We don't get to hear it. But
I'll hear it later when I watch the stream later.
Well, I know. It's just it. We should have just opened it up in another window. We should have opened it up in Firefox. Oh, wait.
It's so baked.
What I could do is
Yeah, they're
very
protesting on
handsome,
301.
Bradley.
Let's do
You're a very handsome
this.
man.
let me just copy the link
Thank
and
you,
I'll
I
post it in the
appreciate it.
chat so you guys can listen to it. You guys might want to listen to it on your own too, in case you didn't get a chance to really listen to it fully. It's this is called Brad's song. Okay, BRAD song.
Okay.
Come in, babe. So that's Brad's song.
Get off of me.
Very nice of you to write Brad a song, Michelle, by the way.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah, it's a cute song. It's unfortunately I don't have a lot of information about Brad to go and give him
Well, I
more.
think you have more than you think. I think you just...
I kept it simple. We know
Well-
he travels the world. We know he delivers products to, for his company. We
We
know,
know
when he
he's-
gets
we
home,
know
he likes to just relax at the end of the show, at the end of the day.
Right, we know he's had some unlucky in love situations.
Oh, I didn't go too much into that.
Well, you didn't have to go into it, but you could have said something like, unlucky in love, but in the future, he's gonna be lucky.
Well, in a way, I thought it was pretty good, though. Well,
Yeah, bro. Didn't hear it, though, but yeah.
It talks
Yeah.
about he's driving
Yeah.
his car, his truck.
Yeah, his truck. He's more than a driver.
Appliance repairman. Actually, whatever the job calls for, I'm at whenever they ask. Like when they're like, "Hey, do you know plumbing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know plumbing." They're like, "Hey, do you know how to wire stuff up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can be a hairy homeowner electrician." They're like, they had me put in a bunch of fans in the warehouse the other a couple weeks ago.
That's
I
good.
wired up like 5 or 6 fans. Oh, and then I built them up those what do you call them? Those I'm so baked. I'm so baked right now.
Yeah.
Those picnic tables that came.
Well, one of the most
had all the
important
party-
things I was trying to do with the song was just to keep it, simple, but still respectable about what Bradley does for a living, So now, where you're working right now, is that going to be that's a unfinished property? What is it going to be? A shed, a work shed, a
Well,
bedroom? What?
It's a pool house. Like I told you
It's
guys,
their
it's one of
pool
those-
house, Michelle. Pool house for the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's eventually gonna get finished. We're gonna get our master electrician buddy who used to live across the street is gonna put a what are they called? That you open them up and you turn the switches on and off for the whole
Junction
house.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Some sort of box that's electric. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not think straight.
Nice fan will go nice in there as well, Brad, talking of fans.
Yeah, and then they're gonna make the top part a loft for sleeping. So like the ceiling will be the level of like where the last 2x4 is.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
like if you're taller than like 6'5", you're probably gonna have to duck if you come in here. But like they said, they'll leave the middle part will stay open ended, and then the side.
Well,
and side will have,
Michelle's AI is a little more down to earth, very Virgo like. She's
and like the side will be the kitchenette.
like Michelle in
And
a
then they'll have
sense,
a
like she
salad stand in the
doesn't,
corner here.
she does encourage creativity, but also try to be, is very respectable where Michelle wants to go with certain things too. Yeah.
And then of course, like it'll just be for bathing. You won't actually. I mean, if you need to use the bathroom, you go in the fucking house and use the toilet. But there'll be like a shower stall with a shower and like
Well,
hot
to get
water.
in a shower, you might as well get a toilet.
Well, no, that's because then you'd have to. What we're gonna do is probably the gray water from the shower. We'll just collect in a bucket and then like dump it like on the fence line where it's like a swamp anyway. But or sure, even like But yeah, that's
shower is actually pretty easy. I mean, as far as the gray water management, but the minute you have a toilet, you start to deal with black water, and that's going to get complicated.
Yeah, sewage. That's what I'm saying. You have to run it to the plumbing. The plumbing goes up, not down in this yard. So that'd be a job. I mean, it's doable, but do I really feel like doing it? No.
The last was using my time and connections to get his back to work. Nope, he'll never call to cancel an appointment that I pulled strings to get. So that's kind of stupid of him.
Sherry, I feel like you should come on panel and talk about this.
She said right now she can't do that today, but maybe Sherry, how about maybe let me show tomorrow? Yeah, if you feel like coming up on my show tomorrow, you could come on up and we could talk about the stuff.
Well, if Sherry wants to come up, she'll come up, Michelle.
Yeah, she said she can't do it today.
Right.
So, Tiff says, I feel uneasy today.
Why, Tiff? Do you want to come up, Tiff? Have you got the link?
Yeah, come on up.
Come on up, Tiff. I can, or Braindead can send you the link, or
yeah, you can send it.
I could. Anyone could.
She's in a Discord anyway.
Yeah, you'd be easy to get the link to.
Hey, Mojo.
How you doing, Galaxy? Welcome to the show. Well, it sounds like Chris is feeling a little uneasy today too. So maybe it's something that's affecting both Libras. Who knows?
Probably all the protests, Michelle.
What's that?
Tiffany, are you out there protesting right now?
Oh yeah, they're protesting. You also got the No Kings protest going on because on the 21st, Donald Trump wants to have. I think it's the 23rd, or is it Monday? Is it Monday?
Wait a minute. Are these?
He wants to have
these
a
are the same
parade in
people that
downtown
did it.
Washington D.C. on his birthday,
Hold up.
and
These
something.
are the same people that wanted Obama to be a king, though, right? Remember? Now
Oh,
they're
yeah.
saying no king.
No
Total
king, because
flip-flop,
they see
dude.
that Trump is doing something with a military parade that kind of sounds like something a king would do on his birthday.
That's why I can't get behind any politics.
That's why
I can't
there's a
deal with
group
anybody
called
with
organizing called No King, and what they want to do is to have protests in 1,800 cities in the United States. I don't think that's going to go well.
Did y'all see that Marine with the club masters on?
Uh-uh.
I was watching some of the footage. They were showing the Marines protecting one of the state houses, and they kept zooming in on the one. The guy's playing
Almost
club
as
master
unlucky for me
sunglasses.
as
He's standing there with the automatic M16, rocking the club masters. I'm like, come on, dude. You gotta be kidding me.
pretty much that's what it sounds like, Bianca. I don't think he means it that way, but I can certainly see how would someone feel that. That's what he's
Yeah,
thinking.
Bianca, it's basically North Korea. Like, he's gonna have a whole parade.
Well, I see
for
it.
himself.
How do you know he came up with that idea? It might have been people doing it for his birthday.
Why do it on his birthday? That's the question.
Why not?
That's the part that makes people kind of wonder, what are you thinking? Why don't you do this on Memorial Day? Why don't you do this on Veterans Day?
Maybe he's high. Like me.
I think Trump and Putin are in together, trying to take the world over.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what people are upset about, Gemini Gem. Just that. In fact, he's spending all that money.
For the bats.
North
Walmart
Korea
sells
is
these.
interesting as fuck.
Oh, Gidgey's not here right now.
Who
North
is that? Is
Korea
he
is an
fishing for
interesting
gidgeons?
place. Yeah. Kinda.
Fishing for gidgeons. Pyongyang is a pretty interesting place. The rest of it is just a big concentration camp where people starve to death.
It's crazy, bro. They literally starve when there's not bugs to scavenge.
Okay, we'll see
Right.
what happens to
Yeah, and
those guys.
what's crazy is they're forced to have children. That's the craziest part. They force them to have.
Usually, no, I end around
children.
1 o'clock anyway. 1, 2 o'clock. You know.
They all have to have a picture of Kim in their house, and they come in and they check that thing. And if it's got dust on it, they go straight to jail.
Yeah, take them out
wild
to the
place.
killing field and make them work till they die.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's also the Army's
why is this
birthday.
ridiculous?
Ah, so there is a military reason for this. Okay.
Used to, when you
I
could
like these.
escape, they would take like 6 generations of people and lock them up if you escaped. And a generation to them means like your aunt's husband. You know, that's like 2 generations. So
People
anybody
aren't
you
even
know,
really related. Yeah, people who aren't even really related to you. Look at
yeah,
this baby teeth one. Is this one cool? Who wants this one?
It's the
What was that?
250th anniversary of
Put
the
a motor on
United
it.
States Army.
motor, so it spins as you swing.
Well, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I could make some rippers. Rippers.
What's
would be
Well,
cool.
that's a reasonable
What's
reason
that
to have a
game?
parade right there.
It's a zombie game where they put like electric bullshit on it and make like all the crazy weapons.
There's a couple of games like that, but I'm doing it in real life.
Well, I know, but I was comparing it to that. Like,
Hey, Galaxy.
make one with a little blowtorch on it, you know? Just
That'd be
lights
cool.
it on fire.
Brad, stop fiddling around. What are you doing? He's bringing out like lethal weapons and things. Are you bored, Brad? You're bored today,
They're
Brad.
not lethal weapons yet.
Look
They
at
will
you.
be.
Doing name things. I'm messing
Just showing
with
some of
playing
his
with
tools.
That's what, you know. That's what I like to do. I got this speaker. This speaker's
Why
pretty cool.
are you not in the pool, Brad, on a warm day?
Man,
Well, 'cause
Tiger wants
I'm
you
not
in that
here
pool.
working out.
Yeah, get in the pool, Brad.
You want me in the pool?
Put your Speedos on.
All right. I don't actually own Speedos, but
You don't own any Speedos. What size are you?
I wear extra large T-shirt,
I'll
large
pick out
pants.
some nice one.
I can't believe I wear an extra large now, dude. I feel like a fatty.
What would you wear? One of those things that guy wore? What Boroff was that his name?
I'd wear whatever anybody wanted me to
mankini.
wear. I don't give a
Would
shit.
you wear a mankini?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I can get naked. Might as well put one of those on, right? What the fuck?
If I sent you a mankini, you'd wear it.
Sure, why not?
Brad has an OnlyFans. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's only $9.99 a month.
So I don't lose them. They're back in the pack.
Interesting. Look at a jig to put into your quick change blade in your saw like that.
No, I'm gonna fix them with sheet metal screws that are 500-pound rated per to a metal baseball bat to make an art piece out of it.
Why?
Because people like it. Why? You don't want one?
No.
You're the only one that doesn't want one, Tiger. Everybody else wants one.
Nobody wants one.
Everybody wants one. I've already got like 6 people that asked me to make them one. So, boo on that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sell them on Etsy. I'm going to spray paint one all gold and call it the gold standard and put it up on Etsy for $500. See if some yuppie buys it.
Can you make a Epstein bat with a rope attached to it?
Yeah, why not? Put a little sticker of him on the end.
Yeah.
And I'll get one of those stickers from my homeboy that makes the graffiti that has like the big titty chick and it says in real small print, Epstein didn't kill himself. I'll slap that one on there too.
Make a Kanye one with a little Nazi hat on it.
There you go. Yeah, I'll get little baby oil stickers and like.
By the way, guys, let's not forget to put some likes in the like jar. Absolutely.
I like the show. When I come in, the comments pop up automatically and it blocks you out from hitting the like button. So I exit that and hit like as soon as I come in.
So
Yeah,
there are times I forget.
I probably haven't done it. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, you should go do that.
You know what you could do, Michelle? You could put a poll up that starts when the show starts, and it says, have you hit the like button? And then the poll is yes or no. So that
Maybe
all the dick polls will hit no. Then you'll have a good basis of how many polls per people are in the show.
I'm gonna hit no every time.
Yeah.
Well, you're just a dick. You're not a real troll. You're a troll, but you're like not like one of these sicko freakazoid internet freaks.
I'm not an evil guy.
You're on the panel, dude.
Yeah, maybe like 15 minutes in, you could put that poll up once everybody gets in.
Yeah, I told you guys I was coming out to the pool house to pick up and put down heavy stuff. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'll jump in the pool once I get all sweaty.
Hey, Grizz says he wants a bat.
I'll absolutely make him one. I know he wants one probably with a frog hook and one of those like whatever pig sticker thingies he said. I remember he said it in chat, but I can't remember exactly what it was called. But I looked them both up.
Whoa. Why
Wait a
does
minute.
he be hooking frogs?
Frog hookers?
Because he used to have one. And he used to have a bat just like that.
You should make his out of an axe, though.
But why
I'll
is
make it
Chris
and I'll put
hooking
my flag on
frogs?
it
I'm
for him.
confused.
Because Grid's a mountain man and he looks like Sam Squanch.
All right, but why? Why?
Legs.
Is he eating them?
Maybe the French in him wants to eat frog legs. I don't know. You ask him. I'm just over here lifting heavy weights.
Somebody told
trying to have good form.
Somebody told me that Grizz eats raw frog legs.
What did the French do with the rest of the frog?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, it's herptile meat. You're only going to get decent leg meat, you know, like. Other than that, it's stringy, disgusting, nasty, organy, blobby. Probably gross as an oyster.
I've never even heard of it.
It's not that much meat on a frog leg. It's not that much meat on a frog leg, though. No.
a lot of buggering about as well. You got to cut them little legs off, and then you got the whole body to dispose.
That'd be
of.
like eating pieces of chicken wings. That's all it is. It's just a little bit of meat and 2 bones.
I mean, really, if you're eating frogs and rabbits and shit like that, you're in survival mode. You know, like, you don't have to live like that on this planet in most places. So, you know. But I mean, some people, you know, like Creole folk, they like still eat weird shit because that's how they were raised. They like chitlins and like soul food. You know?
Is soul food cannibalism, and do they go to Silver Moon?
Sure, why not?
I don't know if they do that in Silver Moon. Maybe the undead do.
They don't have to eat in Silver Moon, so, right? Like, they only eat...
Yeah,
they
but why
eat?
would you want to miss out on the good food?
They eat.
Well, I mean, but they don't have to eat, though, right?
No, they can eat other places. I mean, theoretically
Well,
No, do
speaking,
they have
is...
to eat to survive, Michelle?
If they don't eat, they don't die, right?
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
do that because it's a whole nother it's a whole nother planet. It's a whole nother incarnation. So yeah, theoretically you do eat there, but you
So
got
it's not like
a
heaven.
large variety of food.
No, not at all.
It's not like heaven where you
It's not heaven.
can
You
go
already
to
left
Ohio.
heaven. You already left heaven when you go there because you basically
Wait.
leave.
What about Valhalla?
You go back and incarnating
You don't have to eat
again
there,
in
but you do
another
it, right?
location. Basically, it's in another location.
Wait a second. So I have to go to heaven before
So in
Silver
other
Moon?
words, you go to heaven
No.
first. You meet up with your case manager and your spirit guides. You just go to what you learned in this life, and then if you want to go to Silver Moon, you just let them know that. And you do your life chart, and then you go to Silver Moon. You start out as a newborn babe, just like everybody else does, and you have a whole life. And your life could be as much as 1,000 years. So you could be in high school for about 150 years. Your whole education can be 100. By the
That
time you're
sucks.
150, it's like a
I hate that.
21-year-old here.
Yeah, that's my version
me
of
too.
hell. High school for 150 years or what?
Ooh.
What school?
Now you can learn different things, such as learning how to be a mage, a priest, you know, maybe a warrior, tank. So that you
Different
do
law
have
grants,
training
like
as well
spell.
for the
Ooh,
in the armed forces training. Become
Michelle,
a,
what do you think
Oh.
about Out on the Wire not eating for the last 6 years?
He's probably getting power from the sun's ray, you know? He looks directly
Yeah.
at the sun at sun up and sundown, and he gets all the nutrients he needs from the colors
yeah.
of the space of the cosmos.
Yeah, sun maxing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, David. I don't know your spirit guides. I can't tell you what they're like.
Oh, hey, Galaxy. I was on your live, and you couldn't comment on there, so I just kept hitting the like button off and on.
Galaxy
and on,
I
and on,
said
and
my
on.
company needs a rage room. Okay.
Wait a minute.
There you
Galaxy
go.
crashed out? I don't believe it. I don't think that would happen.
I cleaned this cup, and then it smelled like paper towel after I drank out of it. and
That's
it
a
smelled like
nice
dog.
glass,
I'm
Brad.
really disappointed about that.
Did you pick that
I
up
know, I'm
at
going to make
charity
weed
shop?
Doritos with it.
Pick that
Yeah,
up
the
at
Holy Chalice.
I was about to say,
It
you
was
should put some
$5.
rules around it.
$5. Is that real
I'm
glass?
gonna eat. Yeah,
Oh, nice. The bargain.
I'm gonna eat cereal. out of
What's
this
a
thing
baler?
and,
A
like,
baler's a machine that takes all the cardboard boxes and stuff that they get, and then it squashes them flat, and then it ties it down with a cord, so it's easier for them to put it out for recycling.
You can put a trifle in it.
But I can't have this.
It's similar to what they used to
Smell
make
like
hay bales, but it's designed in this case to work with cardboard. This is which makes sense for a supermarket, you know.
Put it through the dishwasher, Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I put everything through the dishwasher.
Well, I like hand wash the shit out of it. Maybe that's why.
I don't
Those
think
paper towels are like gross.
I've used my dishwasher since I got it. I just I throw
Really?
that away. Yeah, I get paper and plastic.
That's what I do, dude.
Just
I
ruining
don't want to
the
have to
world.
wash dishes. I fucking
You can't
hate
eat
dishes, dude.
everything off of paper and plastic. Like,
You
I bet I
absolutely
can.
can't eat steak.
I bet I can.
And we will. And you're not going to stop us,
No.
Tiger.
I think you might be an enemy now.
Spaghetti bolognese off a paper plate.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Cordon bleu off the paper.
Spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
Spaghetti sauce and pasta.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why you get the little.
No, in this case, it's designed for cardboard boxes. So it makes cubes of cardboard. Kind of like hail bales, but it's cardboard. It's cardboard bales. It's very common in larger type of stores. Even furniture stores have balers. That's their job. Is to package everything in nice, neat, recyclable piles.
Sometimes I just eat the plate afterwards.
No, I don't put the rabbit in the dishwasher. Why?
Hello, R&D. How you doing today? R&D.
Hello,
R&D. Welcome to the show.
What up, R&D? R&D. Sorry, I'm high and I'm going crazy with burnt sprinklers.
How do you have so many sprinklers? How many sprinklers or sparklers? You said sprinklers, so I said it. But
I worked
anyway.
at a company that had one of those things, so I know a little bit. I didn't actually use it, but I've seen how they pack them in, the materials into the baling machine.
I bought 100,000 packs.
For all the cardboard boxes and stuff.
Have you let the kids hold the sparklers yet?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I bought my niece and nephew when I went to the thrifter, because it's the good one. Well, I had to go back Friday because last week it was really disappointing. Yo, Galaxy, I couldn't comment on your live, dude.
That's a fake Galaxy.
So I was really disappointed that last week I went and they didn't have anything. They didn't have coolers. They didn't have uranium glass. They had nothing. They didn't have any good jeans to pick up. No cool shirts. Nothing. So I went today or Friday. I went Friday and they had all sorts of good shit. I got the second oldest cooler that I now own in my collection, 1984. That junk's old as dirt.
Well, you got ice in a box, bro.
I don't put ice in them coolers. They don't have good insulation. They're just for like if you got ice packs and if you want to keep your sandwich chilled because it's like cold cut. You know, you don't want to eat a lukewarm cold cut, right?
I was talking about Galaxy. She's showing ice.
Store them.
Oh.
We're back.
Pin her too.
I want to see these heavy ass bananas you keep talking about. That's what I want.
Dude, I gotta shave this mustache.
What a this cooler looks like. I got you, Michelle.
They're heavy bananas.
I'm gonna get fired. Watch. Why are you on your phone?
Oh well.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, at least I know what a cardboard baler's for.
Yes, so Michelle, these fucking things. I do like 3 of these in a shift. It's bullshit.
Wow.
I'd have this done in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
you, bro. I'd like to see you try. You don't even know where anything is. You're full of shit, bro.
I used to work with that kind of stuff.
Bananas, monkeys, and bananas. Yeah, shit.
I gotta
Fucking bananas, Michelle. Look at all that shit.
So allergic to this mustache. I hate it.
All right, I gotta go back to work. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. I was gonna show you the baler, but I don't know if people are over there. So everybody be quiet real quick, and I'll show you
Michelle,
what it is.
why don't you describe what the baler is? Because Mojo never heard of a baler. I told her what it was.
Let me show you now, Michelle. Give me a minute, okay?
The brailer's like the baler. Yeah, Galaxy Eyes, if you can hear me, you need to turn commenting on.
You need
So
to
you know I'm in your
put the
fucking
panel up, Michelle, so Mojo can see it if she's going to show it.
Okay, I'll show you.
I'm just over here lifting weights. Don't mind me. It's all about concisive movement and good form. You're just swinging the weights around like an idiot. You're not doing anything. That's it. Oh boy.
That's a baler.
Do you guys? Yeah, we used to have a baler at the warehouse I worked at.
So if you want to jump in and die, you can go right ahead.
Yeah, you can be part of the bale, and then it'll like strap it. You'll be in there with your skeleton all smushed.
We have 3 of them. We have one for trash, one for cardboard, and then one's
See,
back
that's-
up if some shit breaks.
That's
Right.
slick. I'm trying to get my company to do that because they've got so much
storage
cardboard.
24 hours, so we don't stop.
That's what's up.
So shit has to be working, and if it doesn't, it kind of fucks us. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys going? Okay. What are they getting? Can they get me like a pack of cheddar for the and burger buns?
When I was working with American food courts, we had 2 compacting
Do we have one?
dumpsters. One was specifically for
Let's have a
cardboard, and the
cookout
other
today.
one was for domestic trash. And trust me, they were both pretty big deal. Large, huge dumpsters for the food court. I mean,
Yeah. I just wanted to
Like the
hop on
buns to
to
the burger.
reinforce that I thought it was cool. Michelle knew what it was. Like without even like.
How much waste is there at the supermarket?
oh
As much as
yeah,
they
I
produce,
know
Tiger.
there's a lot of waste.
So we have it set up where if it's not rotten and it's like, you know, you can still eat it, we have a donation. Like,
Did you get
Oh,
potato
wow.
rolls or like Kaiser
That's
buns?
amazing. Did you hear that? They
Tiger or like
donated.
those the extra big ones too, maybe.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
But yeah, if you remember anything, get potato roll. Yeah, it's a bun. They're like yellow.
oh my god, guys, I'll be back later. Bye.
See ya, double L.
Well, it's good that the grocery stores donate the edible stuff.
They oughta. It should be illegal for them
Yeah.
not to.
Oh, it's
It should be
Gidgy.
against the law.
Good
about-
morning.
Oh, cool. What's up, Gidgy?
About bloody time.
Yeah, you've been lurking all day. You need to stop that.
That's what I said. It's weird.
Working all night.
I get you. How you doing?
Strange. Lurking.
Sorry, I was watching Keemstar. No, I wasn't lurking. I have actually missed the whole stream. So if anything has happened, I have.
That is a viable
Nothing
A lot
has
of-
happened.
A lot of things have happened.
Oh, shut the fuck up! If you're saying that, I know that's bullshit.
I remember back I used to
A lot of
bathroom, okay?
trolling has happened.
Brain dead. I think it's funny. I noticed you have an alt that's brain dead 713. Is that you?
In Discord.
Okay, that's my area code. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
When I found that out, I changed my name.
You're so full of shit.
Weirdo.
Okay, I did hear when I was coming up. I guess I missed Michelle.
Oh,
She was talking about the grocery store and the trash, and I hope she's still listeing so she can hear this.
no,
Jojo, I
she's
love
not.
you.
She's not even.
Adeel, you're adorable. I love your name in Discord. His name is Gidgy's Gigolo. I woke up. I had to be at like 2 a.m. last night, and I saw that, and I went back and masturbated and had a great night. Thank you. Anyway, no. So Galaxy Eyes was talking about the amount of trash. Wait, is Michelle gone?
No.
Yeah, yeah,
no.
she's going.
Oh, she does this.
Not let her care.
She does this.
He
I
was like,
gonna-
"Oh, Gidgy's here. I'm out."
Yeah, no, I actually want to tell her a story because Galaxy and I have both worked at grocery stores. So I'll just tell you guys, but it's so Galaxy said the food, you know, if it's not rotting, if it's still edible. Oh my god, I love that, Brad. If it's still edible, that they donate it. Well, here in Texas, we throw it away. You are not allowed to
By
donate
law.
anything
Yep.
by law. If it is rotten or close to or date,
It's a
it
food
has to
hazard.
be thrown away. We cannot. It made me sick, Tiger, the amount of produce. And I think Galaxy will resonate with this. The amount of produce that we threw away on a daily basis, Tiger, would make you sick. I would have taken it all home and just eaten nothing but fucking produce and fruit. But, you know, you can't. They won't even let the employees.
Yeah, it's a health hazard.
And
It's
here's
because of the health
Tiger,
department.
you know what's even worse. So I can say this now because I no longer work there. But I'll be honest, I sure as shit left it right outside the dumpster in a nice box for people because they knew. They knew.
Vegans.
You're damn right. I did that. But you know what they do now, Tiger? Now the dumpsters, and this has been in about the past 10 years since COVID. Now the dumpsters are enclosed, locked, gated, tall gated things, and then the dumpsters themselves are locked. They are making sure. That is how bad they do not want these homeless people that don't have any food at all to not eat this food. Because
I can't
here's
believe
the
you want
reason.
like that.
They could sue if they get sick.
Well, exactly. The whole precedence behind this is exactly that. Unfortunately, there's some bad eggs that here in Houston several years ago were given some food from a local grocery store. It was sell by, and it was a day or two out of date, and they did get sick supposedly, and they sued them. So they put the ordinance in, and it just kind of snowballed from there. But yeah, I think it's great. In California, they do amazing things. That's why California is the home of the homeless, right? Homeless can live beautifully in California.
And the homo.
Yeah, I mean, Sure.
That's absolutely
homos. They got them all.
Yeah.
Anything with an O in it, basically in California.
Homo sapien.
Yeah, you missed it, Michelle. Just real quick, I was telling everyone, Galaxy was talking about how they donate the food that's about to expire.
Yeah, they do.
Here in Texas, you can't do that. I work.
Yeah, you can't do that in Maryland either. Maryland doesn't allow it.
Most states,
by law, it has to be
most
thrown away.
states will not allow it. California is very liberal, but most states do not allow it. They make you throw it away.
Some places bend the rules though. If you're really hungry, you can go to like Panera and get the bread in a bag, or you can go to like a donut shop at the end of the night, and whatever they bag up, they just give out.
Yep.
Wire says you can't even donate a dented can.
Yeah. Oh, wait, who said that?
Wire.
Some Canadian.
Yeah. No, dented cans. Yes. We I had a bunch of stuff.
I do know that here in Connecticut, sometimes, like we said, the stores will donate to this food banks.
People don't know,
like
but
the
most
old bread
cans are
and things like
BPA.
that. That's not.
Now, lots of times, Michelle, what they're donating food. Now, grocery stores still donate, but they're donating if they have overbuys. They know they're not going to sell. Like when I was when I worked for a grocery store, if I had 200 boxes left over of stuffing after Thanksgiving, I knew they weren't going to sell, right? So I'd mark them down and I'd donate them, because you have to donate an X amount of dollars.
So you also get a tax break for donations too.
Right,
so.
Exactly, Michelle. Yes.
All of these cans.
Halloween cupcakes can be donated in Winstead. We've seen evidence of that.
That's right.
All these cans have BPA liners, and the reason it's detrimental to your health for if a steel can gets dented, it could puncture the inner lining. And it could create botulism at like a really fast rate.
Absolutely.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew that. 55 years old, I've never known that.
But so soda cans,
I'm 55,
food cans, they're all BPA lined. So if you think you're getting away from BPA when you're buying like non-BPA plastic bottles and this and that, you're not.
It's all
you haven't. It's still in there. You're not getting away from it.
I'm 55 and been eating dented tins.
I just have to disillusion everyone.
Nothing's ever happened to me.
Yeah, me too, Tiger.
I knew this
Mojo, most of our food banks have canned food too. Yeah.
And I was like, there's pectin in there, And she was like, oh, pectin? What's pectin? I'm like, you don't know what pectin is? I'm like, it's the fatty cell. And she was like, is it plant derived? I was like, no, it comes from pork. Read the packaging.
When I worked
I ruined Cheetos for her, and I killed two birds with one stone. I ruined Cheetos for this vegan chick, and
we get those here too. Milk and dairy will often go to the food banks.
So she's not a vegan, because you can't be a vegan if you're eating animal products, right?
That's right. Yeah.
It made her head spin. I was like, yeah, you want to sit there and act holier than thou, like you're so intelligent. You don't even read the packaging of the food you eat.
Oh, Noah, did you see the video I posted on my community tab? There was a video we were talking about yesterday about copyrights, and I saw a video, and I posted on my community tab and also in my general chat area, in the news area, because YouTube is really cracking down on copyright violators.
She is, Dojo. She is. She's just trying to be like me. She's 45. We all know it. She's trying to be like you. I want to talk on what Hammer said real quick before it goes away from
you want me to get that?
Hammer said, I went to San Diego in the early 90s.
It's an excuse to come
and
outside.
I was shocked by the homeless then. See, that surprises me because I always pictured San Diego. I went in the 80s and it was very gay pride-esque for the 80s. You know, you didn't see gay people weren't out and proud. I love flips. And that surprises me that the homeless has taken over down there. And I've seen pictures since, and holy shit.
Now they're just homeless and gay.
Dude, DC's even worse. Well, I mean, not worse, but DC's like crazier. Like with the whole, the mayor announced that DC is the gayest city in the country.
Yeah, exactly. Out on the wire. That's what I'm looking for right there. He's 87, but he's rich, so it cancels out. Exactly, baby.
Good morning, Chris Bliss. How are you doing today?
Hi, Chris.
Good morning, Chris.
What up, Chris?
Interesting choice for a sound effect, Michelle.
I have heard vegans say that before. Well, maybe not vegans, but I've heard that said before that you can't eat honey; it exploits the bees. It's like,
well, it is practically an animal product. So
I love
I don't know that you can listen to vegans. I don't think they're actually people.
I don't believe in vegan activists that want to act like what they're doing is a political thing. Like they can go to hell. But like if you want to eat vegan and be a vegan, there's no problem with that. Just don't try to like make it don't make it anything other than a dietary choice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you watched it, Noah. And I think you now know why YouTube content creators got to be very careful. And I also posted a community tab explaining that my videos, my music videos are free to use. I just ask that people give attribution to them. So if you use them in your video, I'm not likely to go after you for copyright because I understand that, I'm not greedy. So I just ask that you give attribution.
Can you own an AI music song?
I don't think so.
You can if it's partially derived by AI, yes, you can own it, and it is yours because Michelle puts actual work into the song.
Okay, all right.
I'll
give it to her. Just give it to her.
Can we address the fact that plants are alive and vegans exploit plants?
Good point.
Yeah. Hey,
plants are
make it
living,
even worse.
breathing things. That is
Hold
very
up.
true.
What's even worse is that all the animals and critters that they have to kill to grow this food for these vegans.
Oh, yeah.
You know how much poison they use per field?
You know how many bees get killed?
Exactly. So I don't want to hear it.
I don't know, vegans, pescatarians, all that wasn't really a thing back in the 80s and 90s. I mean, there were vegetarians.
There's dietary choices. If you don't like the smell of burning meat,
just like
get
who
off
you're
the planet.
sleeping with. It's just like your choice to who you bed with. You want to sleep with the same sex, different sex, aliens, whatever. That's your choice.
The best work around for copyright is just to work with the company from the very beginning.
I know, we've already got religion doing that down our throat. Like we don't need all these other extra things that shouldn't mattering.
I didn't think AI though could. I didn't think the AI could be copywritten because
yes, it can. As long as there's human involvement in the selection of the lyrics.
So is AI its own entity as like an individual intelligence, or is it a slave ruled by corporations to be used?
It's
for
a
profit?
tool. It's a tool that we use to create music. So if I was to say like my AI wrote the song, it probably wouldn't have worked. But since I'm actually influencing the song by choosing the story, the lyrics, the theme, I am using it to create. Because
so I got my
that's like the saying is, if my typewriter decided to type a resume, would you say that it's copyrightable? No, because my typewriter does not have any way of creating a resume.
The typewriter didn't decide which words were to be used. The AI does.
Well, the way it kind of is, because think about it. What is an AI? AI is just a machine.
Good luck, Michelle. That's all I'm going to say.
So I got my Freakachus on. Hey, girl, let me get a Pikachu.
Oh, my God. That's cute.
There's a Pikachu.
So I got my Freakachu, but check it out. So these socks didn't have a barcode, so I didn't know how I was supposed to scan them. So the guy at the counter was just like, I was like, okay, and I just threw them in the bag.
Nice.
Wow.
I think these were like some kind of like freak incident because the barcode on the other ones was right here. This one didn't have it. So
oh, yeah, there's nothing there.
Thank you, Jem.
But
Yeah,
so-
That's what Michelle was saying.
You see,
yeah,
this
that's
is
what
where the
Michelle was saying.
copyright laws actually kind of up in
You
the air
do,
because did you use any kind of human involvement in the design of the song? If you do, yes, you can copyright. Was the song
freaky
totally
shit.
generated by AI, i.e., by using random number generation with no involvement of you? No. But if you yourself is determining the theme, the style, the lyrics, yes.
Ooh, this drink's cold.
So the United States Copyright Action Office is trying to decide really where does copyright law go with AI
It's
music.
going to be interesting to see where they go.
So I
because know
decided
the
just to
artists
release
are
my
really
music
upset.
under the GNU public license. So it's basically free to use. You could just use it. I just asked for attribution. I would say,
I don't think anybody's going to use your music, Michelle. It's safe.
This fan rocks. Thanks for writing a song about me, Michelle. I really, really, really appreciate
Dad
it.
might use his song. Is that okay? Can he?
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. There you go. That's Michelle. Can you give explicit permission to Brad to use the song and not?
Oh, of course you can. It's under the GNU public license. You can use it. It's your song. It's your song.
Okay.
I created it for
if
you.
you use Brad's song, Michelle, he can strike you
Yeah.
I will strike you down.
because you gave it to him.
No, I'm not striking. I put it under free use. It's your song
That makes
anyway.
sense, Chris. Thank you. That's what I was trying to figure out. So I knew, like when Michelle says, "Write a song about me and how wonderful I am," right? When she says
Every
that,
song.
which is every song, right? When she does her song, so she can own that part. Michelle is wonderful, but she can't own what the AI spits out about beaming lights of Savior and God help us, we were lost until we found the light of MicheleMarieDalene.
Yeah.
God save the Snow Queen.
Tiger. I love you, Tiger.
I
You
think
get
maybe.
me, Tiger. You get me, goddammit.
I think maybe eventually
yes,
AI
they
is
have
gonna
they
own
have
all the world.
robots that are beyond Terminator. Absolutely. But
I can't believe it.
does the United States military have robots that write great military marching tunes?
Michelle, did you hear that AI's got that big AI thing got pushed back?
Gay eye.
The robot.
What?
The AI
Gay
robot.
artificial intelligence.
Oh, and wait a minute, AI. Did you guys all update your phones? If you have Apple.
No, not me. It keeps trying to push it on me, and I refuse.
My
guys
phone's
do it.
automatically
I've
update
never
every
You guys, our phones, if you have an Apple phone, if you have not updated it, trust me, update it. This update gives you the AI. It is amazing. All I had to do this morning, I said,
don't want to
Well, my
fucking.
phone automatically updates
listen
on
to
its
what
own
it
every
does.
night, so
Listen
I
to
don't
what
even
it
have
does.
to do
Real
anything.
So,
automation.
this is real automation. So all I had to do was push my side button and I said, make me a sticker emoji of a cat with leopard spots, wearing a crown, holding his paw up with a piece of. It did exactly what I wanted first try, and now I have a permanent sticker on my phone to send to all my friends when I text them. It's so
about
easy.
time.
That
And
thing.
AI will
Absolutely, David.
I
As
just-
some creators do that.
Hang on, I just enabled also the AI text part. So now, Michelle, it will summarize my text messages, the AI will, and it will generate messages to respond.
I think
that's
this
dope.
person on panel.
Mojo, honestly, let's be
Yeah.
honest. We are keeping real
I've been
music
saying
alive.
that the
Let me
interface
explain
of
one thing.
technology needs to become easier
Jojo,
to
I'm
use
so
and more
scared
accessible
between-
and less restrictive.
Between
Paywalls, all
art
this
and
other crap, that
music,
shit's gotta go, dude.
Mojo, they don't. It's so scared. People don't create anything anymore. People don't write. People don't produce. People
That's
don't.
what I've said.
Like
Especially the
David,
younger
I
people.
do.
I'll be
I
honest.
do music, I write.
Jojo,
I just don't put it out there.
I believe you. Well, put it out there because people have stopped. They're all using this crap. Like, look at Michelle's entire music library. There is not one song of her singing. Not one.
All right,
song
I'll do a singing
of her
stream
singing.
where I just play maracas the whole time.
Great.
Actually, I did. You did hear
I'll
me
make a
sing
minute-long
along
song where I
with
sing.
Blood Elves for Trump.
Singing along isn't the same. I want to hear you sing, Michelle. You have a beautiful voice. I've told you this for years.
I know.
Michelle, I'll play the bongos when we hang out, and you can sing
I don't
while I
either.
play the
But
bongos.
I'll give you my number and we can text each other. Then I can show you my cool emojis. Y'all all have my number. Everybody needs to text me and I'll send you back the
All right, I'll
emoji.
text you, Gidgy. I'm
Just
gonna
play it on the stream.
Look.
713-373-1987.
Good job.
Here's a new cooler for my collection, 1993. It's the neon green with baby
I
blue.
love that you actually collect these. I have a yellow one that is from the probably 90s or 80s.
I have a yellow one from 1979 when they started making them. So that's my crown jewel. This one is actually pretty cool.
I do something similar, whereas that ChatGPT, we tell ChatGPT what we want. We describe what we want for the cover work and artwork, and then ChatGPT generates the artwork for us. And if ChatGPT is having trouble, then we'll go over to DALL-E and do it there, and we'll also use Night Cafe also to create artwork. So we create artwork from multiple sites
of Anakin Skywalker, but it's an alarm clock, so it's made by Lego.
Brad, you've got a lot of money in that car. I mean, a lot of really cool shit. You've got Pokemon socks. You've got a badass popsicle shirt. You got the fucking Anakin Skywalker fucking Lego life-size alarm clock. I mean, you've got cool shit in your car.
He's got
all in the front seat.
Well, that's just in my car. My life is awesome, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. I don't like to brag, but it's awesome.
Good. Say that again. Say that again and
my
say
life
it
is awesome, and I love it.
I
and everyone else. I want everyone to enjoy my life with me. Yes. I got this pool. The pool's open. I cook out every night. I'm gonna get fat eating all this fucking burger meat, dude. That's why I've been working out.
How many days has it been, Brad?
14 today.
14.
Brad, you're a different person. You really are.
I'm trying really hard.
You are,
really
fucking hard. Brad sends out messages to everyone telling them to have a good day, that he loves them. And he does it, and he makes sure he includes every person. I don't think I have met such a thoughtful man. When you first came around with Sarah, she's a big love bomber. And at first we were all very apprehensive because you come across as a very genuine, sweet guy. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. She was so fake that it kind of clouded it for me. And since I've gotten to know you over the past, coming up on a year, I would imagine, you're an amazing man. You really are. And I understand why you're single, and I respect it. And I know you were going to find the most amazing partner in the world when you're ready. But I am so glad that I'm able to be your friend, because you're a very good friend. You are a very good. You're like Nad.
He's hot as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Gigi. I really appreciate that. Guys.
I don't say that enough about Brad. I really don't. And I meant to tell you that the other day. Like, you guys are all great, but Brad, you've done a full circle. Like, Red, if you're watching, look at what Brad has done, man. Come on.
Wow, yeah.
Make ends to your bad shit.
Yeah, we love you, Red.
We do love you, Red. We do.
We do, yeah.
Just please know that. I think the last stream they thought that, we hated him or so. We don't hate you.
Yeah,
don't hate
you, bro.
Yes.
We just
can't have
more fun and less of the drama.
I miss Fred. You know what I missed? I missed you being in the Discord. I missed seeing you in the Discord, because then I would jump in and chit chat with you. I missed it. I missed talking to you. I missed it. Just make things right with the people you've wronged, man. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about Tiger. Talk to Grizz, man. Talk to Michelle, and get your ass back here. All right?
Yeah, never worry about Tiger. Ever.
Yeah, and just start taking
Tiger
more responsibility for being wrong.
He really is, man. He really is.
Yeah, Bradley is a nice guy. He's a good guy.
Having mistakes are all you have in life to learn from. So if you think you're perfect and you think like you're never wrong, you're absolutely wrong for that.
Right?
Because
except that you're wrong.
You can't grow without making mistakes.
We have never heard you say
mistakes are
sorry.
conducive to one's growth. Yeah. Mentally, physically, spiritually.
Right. But we've never heard him say sorry or he was wrong.
That's what I'm saying, man. And like he can never be wrong. When I first came into this show, I got banned the first day. Mojo vouched for me by him for him being wrong and me being right.
He was being paranoid. He's very protective over Michelle, and I'll be honest, I miss more than anything, I miss his protection in the Discord, because he did like that stuff with Pops, with the fake Pops, and then the other stuff. He would have had a handle on that. None of us would have had to worry about that.
I didn't mind that.
Holy shit, guys, the Minnesota lawmaker and her husband were shit and killed. Plus, all lawmakers and his wife were shot. So wait, somebody said someone shot. Wait, a Minnesota woman and her husband were shot.
So those two lawmakers shot. One Minnesota and his wife, and the other one.
You got that number Grizz put down.
Hang on, I'm putting it up now. Hang on. 458 206 1751. Call.
Delete that number, Grizz.
Oh, and then I got
Who
the
is
Oscar.
it?
It's him.
Dude, this Oscars
Is it
like
really?
super mint condition, dude.
Like, call me.
Ultra mint
Well, maybe
condition.
they were shot because they were shit.
All
Anyway.
right, now he knows my number's real.
Yeah.
Maybe they were shitty lawmakers, so that's why they were shot.
Wait, hang on. Hang that up, Michelle. Let's look at that. Hang on.
This one's from '84, but I don't really collect Colemans. But I read that Oscars are becoming more and more like harder to find, and this one's in pretty mint condition, so I grabbed it.
Wait,
It's
Oscar?
it's probably my dad has an Oscar, and he said he had an Oscar that's like older than me that we still have, and then he bought a new one recently that's the same age as this one, '84. These are becoming harder to find though, so I don't. This will be the only one in my collection though, but it had these in it.
Brad, I gotta tell you something. Look, like I love when my friends say they collect things and then I can find, like we're all in different states, right? It's so cool if Tiger's, hey, I collect teaspoons or I collect, something dainty and small, right? So, Brad, what's gonna happen when I'm thrift shopping and I find this badass old 1960s igloo and I want to get it to you? The motherfucker's gonna cost $100 to ship.
I'll pay for it. I don't give a fuck.
What is this? Look at this, you guys. What is this?
It came with it.
Wait, let me
It's
see.
the
It came
original-
with what?
The original thermos, same age that comes with the cooler. Yeah,
You
when I
guys-
saw this, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
Guys, I never got
1984.
half.
Wow.
It smells like '84 in here. Woo! Woo!
Stick it in the dishwasher, Brad.
It smells like 84.
I actually forgot what 1984 smelled like. I was like,
Michelle, what would you say 1984?
I wasn't even born
I'm
yet,
gonna
so
say
man.
Aquanet. My description, Tiger, I'm gonna ask you too. You have to describe what 1984 smells like.
This
Brain
one's
dead, you can't
87.
say either.
well, I
Yeah.
know.
It
So
smells
I
like
think it smells like Aquanet hairspray, the lip smackers lip gloss. I can't remember what they were called. They had a
Chapstick?
name. Those were my 2 cents. And the
Or Blistics.
the erasers. Remember we had all the different erasers that smelled.
Mojo. What were those little body sprays
I love
in
your
the little
bomb.
can? We used to always
Jojo, what does 84 smell like to you?
That's what it smells like. And cigarettes, because
Oh yeah, of course cigarettes. Oh, of course cigarettes. I love cigarettes.
Clove
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Clove cigarettes, yes. Oh, awesome, Grizz. Thank you. That's my actual cell. But I never answer it. Don't worry about it. Bonnie Bell. Oh, Bonnie
Authentic
Bell.
rattan maracas from Mexico.
You guys, can we just take a minute and appreciate everything this
There actually is a
motherfucker-
couple different movies of Snow Queen. There's one called, which is a horror movie. It was called Revenge of the Snow Queen, which we did show one time on
What?
Discord. I mean, that was just weird.
Revenge of the Snow Queen?
She looked like Malfurion Storm Rage.
That's it,
Yeah.
Mojo. Impulse. Yeah, impulse. It was like in a
These
can.
bandanas are weird though, because they're not fully colored on both sides. They're not like fast color.
Michelle, would you like to talk about current events, or do you want me to wait and do that on my stream?
Well, you mean what's going on with the assassinations? I don't really know much about it.
Oh well, I meant more just current events in general, like what I normally
What's
cover.
going on in the world, Michelle?
Like I was going to talk about the fact that Trump's having a parade because it's his
Yes,
birthday,
that's
so he's
today.
Yeah, we talked about
having a
that
big.
earlier.
Oh,
But he's
okay,
also
see,
having
and
it
then-
because it's also the
But-
250th anniversary of our army.
Right. Did you also talk about the fact that, holy shit, Michelle, look at that. Could you eat that? You can eat that, Michelle. You can fuck. Michelle, you need to come down here and eat this bitch. You
Okay.
need to show them how it's done. You think you could eat it?
What is that?
It's a chicken American fried steak, that's what Texas is kind of known for. We take cube steak and we bread it, and then we fry it, and we serve it with cream gravy and mashed taters.
Oh, God, I don't like the look of that.
Oh, it's so good.
It looks like something else, but I wouldn't want to describe it.
So, Michelle, did you know that there is a large group of people that have decided that instead of Trump's birthday today, they're going to do an anti-peaceful rally?
Yes, I do know about that. And if they 1,800 cities, a group called No Kings is actually protesting in 1,800 cities in the United States because of the parade, claiming that Trump is doing this a way to toot his own horn. Well,
exactly. What do you think about that? It's kind of gauche, right? Let me have a parade for my birthday and take the U.S. military.
Whoa, that'd be one thing, but Trump is at the same time saying, guess what? It's also my birthday, so let's combine two things in one.
Oh, that's JoJo? That's you? JoJo, is that you that text? Wait.
That's the best part.
Oh, no. Oh, God, whoever's texting me right now, I'm not going to know who it is. Oh, no. It's got to be Grizz.
Breaker one-liner. So here's the scarf that I got that I'm going to tie on the end of Nad's buzzsaw baseball bat.
I remember that Charlie perfume spray, yeah.
Who else what does she...
There's Double L.
What did JoJo say 1984?
We were talking about stuff from the 1980s, and she mentioned something called a perfume spray called Charlie.
I love how I started this.
I seem to remember that.
You did, Brad.
Like the 1980s.
You totally started this.
What did you say?
He said.
I opened up my Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a 1984 because these are becoming harder and harder to find, these Oscars from like the 80s. In mint condition like this especially. So this one's from 84, and I opened it up in the store, and it happens to have the original thermos that came with it.
But Brad, how much did that set you back, Brad?
$11. Come on, Fly, get out of here.
That's not bad for a cooler, I guess.
Come on, get out of here, you freaking horsefly. I'm sorry, this is ruining my life.
I mean, are you going to get the smell out of it, or is it just for show?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I could possibly use it if I wanted to. I mean, hold on, I opened this thing up and I took a whiff. It smells like 1984 in there.
You went thrift store hunting, huh? I can tell.
2nd Avenue and Laurel, my favorite. I've been going to that thrift store since I was like a wee lad. Get out of here! Why are you ruining my life? Sorry, this fly is really bothering me.
Makes everybody in the break room jealous. I heated up Chinese food and then I ran away.
But so this is probably the only Oscars I have in my collection because they're big and bulky, and I really don't feel like taking up all this space. But it's cool to have. It'll be the only one in my collection. Then I've got, look, you guys remember this blue color that everything was when they made coolers? This one's from 1987.
It's kind of a strange thing to collect, coolers.
Just bring back memories, dude. My parents.
You know?
Just collecting them in a van.
Well, no, I mean, I collect them where I collect them. They're just in the van because I bought them yesterday.
Yeah,
but,
at the same time, out of wire, what's Russia turning into? I mean, let's be honest.
Look at all the cards, Michelle.
And what about Cuba? Cuba is starting to protest now. Cuba is getting really fed up with their regime too, and they're getting ready to throw the Communist Party in Cuba out.
Has all the cards.
How do I turn off this
cooler? So I just left them in it and bought the cooler.
Yeah, but Brad, can I ask you something? Like, when you got all your collection of your cool boxes and shit, how are you going to display them in your house?
I don't know. I'll have like a fucking. I'll get it like we have this pool house. I'll get a bed, and then I'll insulate it really nice and make sure that it's like sealed off from like the elements, and then I'll like have it down there. You know.
You can build a shelf so you can put them all on it and see them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I get my own house, you know, I'll have plenty of room. And then I'll rotate the stuff I want to show off.
I feel my mom needs that for her Starbucks
cup. The stuff I don't want to show off will be up in the attic in storage, you know?
And
Do
I'm the
any of
kind
you
of guy.
ladies collect
Look, I'm the kind of
Stanleys?
guy. I'm a handyman, right? Like, you know, so I'll go and you know, finish the area off. Like if I have a storage area in the attic, it's not just going to be an unfinished like dirt hole. No, I'll finish it and it'll be like really nice to be in. So if you go up there, you don't feel like it's some dingy crap hole. It'll be like just like another part of the house. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, if you put something up in a dingy, dirty, like dusty attic, it's going to get ruined, you know? So
I
I'll,
just
like,
don't
finish
know
it.
how you can make coolers look like, you know, old plastic.
Well, I mean, some of these coolers in like 20
Hey,
or
I'm
30
back.
years are going to be.
You know
Some of these
you know
coolers-
what he can do?
What?
You know what he can do with his cooler? Sorry, I had to poop. I'm back. I washed
These
my
coolers
hands.
are going to be 100 years old
No,
one day,
you know
and
what
they're
you
not
can
going to
do
make
with
them
those
anymore.
coolers? So look, I'm the queen of decorating here, and especially weird fucking shit that you like to collect. Have you ever seen the big umbrellas? They do the big where you can walk into a space and it's a whole bunch of umbrellas above you. You could hang your igloos.
Oh, yeah.
Like in your
Yeah,
garage.
hang 'em from the ceiling.
Yeah, like in your garage, you could like hang them, you know, like make it a collage of igloos, something crazy, right?
Yeah,
You could do something really cool.
I'm the kind of guy who'll have like a VHS, like I'll have like little lights showcasing
Fuck yeah.
VHS videos
Fuck
because
yeah.
they're a relic, you know?
Okay, I may have fucked up, Tiger. I'm getting text messages and I don't know who the fuck oh God, here's another one.
Well, that's why I
Okay.
went in and deleted both numbers.
So many cats, so few recipes. If that don't okay, I know who that is.
That's
Okay, all right.
That's
I know who
absolutely
that
Yeah, we
is.
can see. The problem is that he's showing something that even though it's no sound, YouTube could still say it's copyright.
I don't have the music on. I don't have the music on. It's
I
mine.
know,
Look
I
up here,
know.
I'll move
But
it.
YouTube could
Okay.
still match it up with the picture
Oh, I'm okay. I'm
if
sorry.
they really wanted to.
Okay. All right. You know what? I should do this on my show.
This is so stupid sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So Michelle, you're not sharing the screen though.
Not right
You're
now,
not-
no.
So they wouldn't have seen it anyway. Do you want to share the screen to do this or no?
I can just temporarily unshow the video so you don't have to see the video.
Well, I just figured people would like it. I was gonna do kind of
Okay.
like, you know,
Wait a
since we
minute,
were
wait a minute.
talking about 80s.
Now I'm showing the screen.
Okay.
So we're just briefly looking over the topics of today. That's all. We're not.
So
Can you guys not hear me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just made Gidgey super huge.
thank you.
Turn up your volume.
I don't think you need to be that big.
Michelle, do you remember? I hear you. I hear both Michelles.
Turn it up.
Well, I have
don't turn it
limited
up.
time, so can I just get a minute?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nobody asked you. I asked Michelle. Michelle, can I get a minute, please? Is that okay?
Go ahead.
I'm
you got
not
a
here to
minute.
ruin anything. I came back because I'm playing panel tag with Gidgey.
Okay.
Tag, you're it. I was gonna leave, but I know you're at work.
Oh my god, if you fucking do that and you hang up, I'll stalk you.
I'm sorry.
Dad, can you mute, please?
There you go.
He's not there.
Ain't there.
It's
You can mute him.
As long as you can hear me, Gidgey, that's really all
I
that
can hear you.
matters.
I can hear you, girl. I got
So
you.
I apologize for yesterday for blowing up on you.
I think you are an amazing young lady. I apologize that I upset you. It was never the intention. And I
Mine
never,
either.
ever,
I just, you know what it,
look, we are both headstrong, loud ass bitches. And I never for 1 minute, I didn't go behind your back and say, oh, that fucking God, I can't stand her. Oh my God. Because you know what? I knew it was all
because
going to
we're
be okay.
adults.
Because we're
You know why? Because we're
exactly,
adults and we're showing people how when you have a fucking problem, you
Yes.
handle it right.
Yes.
Maybe they need that example here. Anyways, that's besides the point. I apologize for how it came across. However, I do feel that I
Yes.
stand by my point.
You should. You should. It's a very valid point. And I did I did listen after I calmed down. I did listen to a lot of the points you
After
said.
I smoked a shitload of weed and I had clarity.
Yeah. And no, yeah, and that's why I was kind of gone last night. It wasn't for anything other than I really did want to think about things because you guys know that, you know, Galaxy is I see a lot of myself in her. She is like my daughter. I really like this young lady. I really, really like this young lady. And I knew, you know, we would clash at some point just because we're both headstrong and very intelligent. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. Good. I claim it. I think you're an amazing young lady. And I knew we knew this wouldn't turn out.
I feel the same. So I don't want them to be like, oh,
no. And look, you are right.
Panels again, but you know, sometimes we get frustrated because we want our point to be heard.
And it made me think about, look, I think a lot of the heat was coming from Red, and I really did think about it. Yeah. So I thought about that, and that's why I said what I said today about Red.
I think all we have to do is just be careful the things that we promise Michelle.
Yes, and that's the other thing.
Because if you're not going to follow through on it, it really, 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 really gets to her. And she will sit there and she'll dwell on it. And her whole day will be ruined because of it. And I just sat there and thought about it. And I was like, you know what? When something affects me like that, I get like that kind of too.
No, I do too. I absolutely do. And I don't expect you, nor would I want you to take back anything you said. We both just got heated.
No, it's just the way it came across.
Exactly. And you know, you and
I
are
about your tone and how you say things, and it came out frustrated, and I apologize.
No, I appreciate that. That's very, very mature of you. Thank you. Listen,
you're welcome.
You are right though, because you know what? I could have said, hey, Michelle, have you ever thought about going brunette? I was talking to some friends and they thought you would look really good as a brunette. But instead, I came up here and said, Michelle, you're an ugly fucking bitch. Change your hair color. So, you're absolutely
do that
right.
to her. I swear, you can see her body shrink and I don't want to deal with this, you know?
Can I say something? I've also heard you say, Galaxy, that Gidgey's the only one that speaks the truth and the only one that will talk to Michelle and tell Michelle the truth, and she needs to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of...
Yeah, it is. And here's the thing, and I think what is hard to differentiate there, Tiger, is I want Michelle to be herself. She deserves to have that freedom. We can suggest to her all we want to try and mold her into this, you want to look like everybody else in society, but I think the cool thing about Michelle is the fact that she isn't.
Right, but that could also go to her usage of AI.
About her, you know what I mean?
To do AI.
Michelle. I want to see the authentic Michelle, and so does Red. He wants to see what Michelle enjoys doing because of Michelle.
She enjoys AI. Red hates AI.
So what? So what? Then that's the one thing he's going to have to get over, Tiger. Because if he supports Michelle, get over it. She likes to do it. Just like I don't like AI either. I don't like the fucking AI music. I really, honest to God, hate it. But I know Michelle really fucking loves that shit. She sits there and bebops to that shit all fucking day, dude. She loves it. So why would I sit there and fucking piss on somebody who is enjoying themselves? You know? Don't rain on someone who's having a great parade. That's all.
I was just going to say that most people don't realize Michelle has always been her own drummer and her own personality, and she's never going to stop being that.
I love Michelle.
Don't ever stop doing that.
Michelle, will you share my screen
again? Michelle. We're all, honestly, if you think about it, we all have different things about it.
I feel like Grizz has a point.
Michelle, will you share my screen? This is very important that we talk about this because I just learned about this. So can you share my screen so we can talk about, I mean, this is like groundbreaking, Michelle.
Well, go ahead. Put your screen up.
It's up. It's sharing. All you have to do is share it.
Oh, okay.
You turned my video off. It's just 2 gidgies.
Okay, and the thing is I don't know how to share your screen because I got
Here, hang on.
2 gidgies.
Stop sharing. Hang on, let me try sharing again and see what happens. How do you share? Oh, present. I always look.
Are you reading the chat? Like, why do you guys want us to fight?
Wait, I wasn't reading the chat.
There it is. It's on screen
People
now.
disappointed that like you and I made up. Like they really want us to fight.
They're full of shit. They know me too.
You know what, Gidgey? We'll just do a phone call later or something in private, and we'll fabricate something like somebody else does around here and make them happy.
I'm pissed you guys aren't fighting.
All right, so seriously.
Yeah. All right, fuck it. Did you oil up? Let's get in the fucking bath.
Let's do the Jello. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I want to be able to eat while I'm getting, my shit going.
Let's not forget our pillows and our sexy
I want you to take a
lingerie.
whole handful and like fucking shove it in my face and just rub it in.
So I'm old. So Spaceballs was one of the quintessential movies for a nerd like me growing up. I was a video game player. I had Michelle, you were too. We were gamers, right? We all
I didn't have a video game, but I watched the movie a lot of times.
Pac-Man and shit.
It was one of the funnier Mel Brooks ones. Yeah.
I have not heard about this. I'm so excited.
I didn't even hear about the first one, and he was describing it to me, and I'm like, what? Because he's the same coworker that told me, I don't know if you guys know.
Spaceballs 2.
I don't know if you guys know, there's a Happy Gilmore movie coming out too, and I'm waiting for that shit.
Wait,
I'm
what?
So
Let me just say, there's one thing about these remakes.
The guy that played Jaws from GoldenEye, who plays Mr. Larson in the original.
I'm sorry, my brother reminds me of Happy Gilmore, so I'm personally excited.
It's gonna release.
Happy Gilmore is probably one of my absolute favorite movies, dude. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
when that movie came out, my brother started hitting golf balls like him, and it was the funniest.
Suck, you jackass.
So Spaceballs, if for you youngins out there, Spaceballs is a parody on the
I know all about
original.
Spaceballs.
Okay, all right. So it's a parody on the original. Whatchamacallit?
Star Wars.
God, Star Wars. Thank you. Jesus, I'm stoned. I'm sorry.
Is the place for Star Wars.
But it was Mel Brooks.
Is that what it is?
Yes. So they say they're going to comb the desert.
Rick
they
Moranis.
get this giant afro comb. This is back in the day when you could still make black jokes and get away with them, by the way, guys.
I think I've seen parts of it, and I don't think I've seen the whole thing. I'll
be honest, I'm not a big fan of parodies, and I hate to say it, I'm not a huge Rick Moranis fan, but I have seen the whole movie. I wouldn't rewatch it, but I would watch the good parts again and again and again. Absolutely. It's got some amazing
Is that
parts.
the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kid?
Yes.
What I loved about that movie was when they were combing the desert. I thought that was funny.
That's what I just said, Michelle. The combing the desert with the big afro pick. The giant, it's like larger than life. It's like, a 20-foot tall afro pick. They're combing the desert for the people. And then, it's a ton of parodies on words. It's so funny. I mean, Mel Brooks is an absolute genius. So, that's going to be fun. I'm going to switch to share this now just because I don't know if you guys knew about this. I didn't know about this. I have a huge crush on Adam Sandler. There is not a movie that he's made that I haven't seen. Who directed it? Okay, all right.
Let me just say one thing about these remakes. Please do not make them suck. I'm not kidding you.
Little Nicky was
every time these producers get into remakes, they make the movie suck so bad.
Well, this guy has not done the best. He wrote and directed it, so he hasn't done great movies. But with Adam Sandler, surely Adam has taken the lead in this, and he's gonna make it.
You should watch the trailer for it. Will Michelle let you?
She won't let me. She won't let me. There's no way she's gonna let me.
Is it because the music inside of the trailer will flip her out?
She just told me that the video it triggers something and gets it's not worth it. Growing up, I really thought that quicksand would be more of an issue. Okay. Okay. Oh, Michelle, look. I'll make it bigger. Here. What is this? Space Camp? Do you remember this? I don't remember this one. I remember Legal Eagles. I loved that movie. Raw Deal. Oh my God. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Running Scared.
I have a question for you guys. So, if you knew that a grocery store had a bathroom inside where you could, discreetly take a shit, why would you choose to do it out in front of everybody?
Because they're drug addicts and they're irrational.
They just don't care. People don't have home training.
I'm so tired of it because every time some shit like this happens, the whole incident just it puts my whole shift behind, bro, and it pisses me the fuck off. It does, and it's and then they're like, well, what took you so long today? sorry, I was dealing with a fucking insane person. I'm not trained in psychology, and the fucker was hovering over the fucking trash can with his ass, bro. Like, I'm trying to call him the word. It's too early for this, you know.
You
Throw
get them all,
bananas.
They need to be.
you get them all
Those
going
people
in
need to
there.
be shot.
Eating up
Amber
in the
isn't
trunk.
there at 5 a.m. I am the minister, you fucking jackass. They're gonna be like, why didn't you do your job? It's not in my job description to catch shit.
You have to start putting nets around the trash cans.
Public toilets, just
Just put barbed wire and razor
I don't
wire.
know why
on top
people
of it.
become animals when they're out in public. Why?
Crazy. I feel that people are getting way too comfortable, mental illness or not, dude. Like, I just can't. Like, imagine that was like in the daytime and a family was here. You know, I think of those things. I think of
I'm sure
those
it
things.
happened before. I'm
Sure,
sure
People
that
have
happened.
been saying
probably
for
has.
years
Dude,
that
there's
comfortable
multiple
too.
times I've gone home and I've literally sat in my car and I saw somebody out here literally organizing their crack like on the floor and took a fucking line out of that shit on the parking lot floor, bro. And then just walks into the grocery store like he didn't fucking do
Haggard. That shit is haggard, dude.
It's crazy, dude. And I feel like even people that aren't on drugs are just like in fucking la la land. Like when I drive, I have to go around everybody. It's like sitting at fucking red lights or like
They're
sitting at
addicted
green
to this
lights,
phone.
you know? It's crazy.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Like, fuck,
see it
you
all the time
look into
driving.
everything around you or get the fuck away from me. I hate that shit.
They have no situational awareness whatsoever.
That
None.
part. That part. And it's so aggravating. Okay, I feel better. Thanks, guys. You're the best.
Well, it looks like we're getting ready to wrap it up because our viewership is
All right.
dropping. So, don't forget
Everyone
tonight
have a
at 7 o'clock
You guys wanna see
is
me
the
flipping the
famous
pool real quick?
Discord live
Hang on
stream.
then. Yes. Michelle, can we see Brad flip in the pool real quick? Are you showing the panel?
I am showing the panel.
Everybody
All right.
get your number signs ready. We're going to rate you.
So we got to switch him to the main window and get you
Brad,
from the main
wait.
window to him to the main
Watch
window.
him. Watch him go do it and eat shit. 0.
Okay.
Hey!
Cool. Got a nice pull. Something we don't have.
Looks great, doesn't it, Michelle? One day, maybe we could go over in Brad's pool, hang out.
Okay.
Is it time to go eat Cheerios, Michelle?
Yeah, nap
What's your
time.
breakfast?
I
Because
already
it's
had
so hot
breakfast,
out here,
but
water
anyway,
feels
the
like
point
soup
is,
right now.
guys,
Water's
is
at like 90
when we
degrees.
start seeing our viewership dropping after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then we know the show is over for the day. As I already can tell you, we're down to 13 people.
All right, then. Well, we'll see everyone tonight at the night show.
And don't forget, tonight is the
Thank you,
big
Brad. That was
Discord live
amazing.
stream panel, demonetized for your pleasure.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. See you all soon.
But just to
Someone
say,
will
we don't
donate.
show the actual panels on YouTube
Someone
because
will
of...
donate the 17 cents, Michelle. Don't worry. We got you.
I'll donate the $1, okay?
Jesus, right?
Adios.
I'll do it too.
You'll have
Alright,
more
guys, so
money.
what I'll do is I'm just going to drop down so you guys can hang out among each other.
Wait, is she quitting? Do I need to start my stream up?
The day has just begun.
do it.
Vámonos, muchachos.
All
Do
right,
it.
hold on.
Nothing
I'll
to
start
do.
a stream. Michelle's ending.
Alright, so I'm going to drop down so you guys can keep talking to each other. Okay? See you in a little bit.
Have a great
Alright,
day,
see you.
Michelle. You're the best.
Love you, Michelle. I hope you guys like my flip.
Okay. I saw you flip, yeah. Thought you saw it.
I saw you flip.
Yeah. So I'll see you guys
Man, I'm
later,
kidding.
and thanks for coming up, Michelle. Thanks for trying to straighten
Harold
out the
McKinney, baby.
situation. And well, let me just say one thing before I forget. To the group, I see the special effects on the forehead. Whatever you're doing there. That's it's like a crown-like thing. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so what I was gonna say was, guys, thank you for coming up on panel, Michelle, and I'll talk to you, Bradley, later on. Okay. Okay, bye-bye for now, guys. All right, so let's just explain what's going on here. Apparently, they all kind of agreed that maybe sometimes they get a little bit passionate about what I am and who I am and what I do. But I think the most important thing is that, Michelle, is that you need to be you, and you need to be who you are. You've always been your own drum. That's why I like you so much, because you're you. Agree. After all, it was like me. I wasn't always going by the rules either. No, exactly. So, it's just really nice. Don't forget that we are going to be live tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time on the Discord panel. We don't show the Discord panel on YouTube because of it's open link, and anybody can come up, and if someone wants to show inappropriate content, it would be putting Michelle's channel in danger. So we don't, but we still love you, and we still love who you are, and the audience, and everything. And so, for now, let's just get the blessings done and get that ready to go. Absolutely. You first? Yeah, okay. May all of you have a nice day. Enjoy the weather. It's gonna get better. Stay out of trouble. I care about you. Michelle cares about you. Carmen cares about you. Mother God cares about you. Father God cares about you. Everybody cares about you. So be respectful and do the same thing in return. Okay, and I agree with that. And also, remember that this channel is different. We want to encourage people to feel good about themselves. And we want to see you feel like you can get ahead in life. And we want you to feel happy and safe. And may you always feel that way. Can I throw one in? Yeah. Don't be afraid to go out there and go and buck the trend. Just go out there and do you. Do you. Amen. Okay. This service is done. Go out in peace, love, kindness, and don't forget the body on, dude. And that's all three of us saying that. Yes. All right. So, all right, guys, go out there and do good for each other. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.